Welcome back to the Intel World Open Regional Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hollywood, Rob TV, and although this is our first show of the day, this is the last chance for some of these players in the Middle East and Africa to claim glory and a nice chunk of change in this bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Intel World Open Regional Finals. What a show this region has already given us yesterday at the start, the winner side of the bracket. BigBird from Team Nasser making it all the way through winner side to grand finals, seemingly effortlessly, only losing one game maximum to two different players. Amazing play from him. And of course, we've already had big upsets with AngryBird dropping to the loser side, losing to E-driss. That guy's on fire right now. And another person who has been on fire in our scene for the last, over a year has been none other than my desk analyst and brother, Saint Cola. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, you know
looking
what
clean.
It is. Always be looking clean, baby. And I'll be looking clean in these sick matches that are coming up.
Yes, sir.
Dog, we've been seeing the blow-ups. We've also been seeing what's been predicted. It's like a half fantasy bracket, half bracket that's correct. It's real weird, but it's also real sick. What I love is the story of AngryBird going to losers. Yes. That sounds weird. I'm sorry, that's the homie. That's my boy right there. But him going down to losers means that he has to revert back to his new style. He went back to the old ways. You know what I'm saying? He got too aggressive, got pieced up by E-driss, yo.
Yeah.
That dog is ridiculous.
And look, I'll tell you what, man. I feel like right now, today, he's going to have to play as clean as your Dr. Dre sweater if he wants to bring it back and be sitting in his 6'4". And as we can look right here, my guy, ClimaxX, we haven't even brought him up. We only talked about the birds. ClimaxX is absolutely ridiculous. He is the one who won the African closed qualifier through winner side. We even seen him bring out the rolls. He has not brought the rolls out quite yet, but of course, his main squeeze, that Bison, definitely been applying the pressure to all of his opponents. EDRISS has to be, the story of the tournament up to.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, this dude with punishing, crouching, medium punch from Zeku, connection, whatever issues aside, that ain't no easy feat. And his skill set is ridiculous, but we also got to give some love. Arydoon, unfortunately, had to go up against Rashid Brother, and I feel like if he solidifies himself, he might be a top spot kind of contender.
Oh yeah, he actually made it to grand finals. He's the one who played against ClimaxX in that grand final.
Right.
And look, don't get it twisted. Even though he got second place, which second place, that's pretty godlike. The lord of second place, they say, is Fudo, and that's one of the Japanese gods.
Yeah.
Into that spot in itself is amazing. However, the way that Arydoon played, you gotta remember, we saw one of the best highlights of the entire tournament thus far.
Word.
That rolls with the orbs around.
That's what I'm trying to see now. I want to see that kind of play now. You know what I'm saying?
And, we seen some of that yesterday for sure from all of these players. And then GTR actually dropping down the loser side was a bit shocking early on. He lost to Arydoon 3-1 with that deal. Just remember, he couldn't get that pressure going on offense. So now I'm sure that he's probably going to switch his style up. Look, this is the thing. 2-day tournaments are actually a lot different than 1-day tournaments. Because of the fact that it's not like you're just immediately in the moment. When you have that extra day, you can sit there and study your opponents. You can see how they're
tendencies, things like that.
Even though leading up to the tournament, you're practicing for these guys in any regular tournament, there could be like 2 weeks in advance you're practicing. But their strategies and tendencies for on the day can be different. But now you're seeing right now, just yesterday, this is how these guys are playing. I'm going to lab hard. I'm going to practice for them. And there's some players who are better prepared for that type of bracket than others. And I'll tell you what, I think that GTR is clearly a lab monster and someone who's going to benefit greatly from having more time.
Exactly. As you said, being able to watch the VODs and see what you did incorrect could let you come correct in this bracket. You got to do so, right? This is loser time right here. This is definitely loser's time. If you lose, you're just sit home or to the other room or wherever
and they talk
about
salty. They talk about that loser's bracket mode, that lower bracket mode as the esports.
Nah, it's losers mode.
Oh, yeah,
it's losers. It's losers.
You lost.
This is loser's bracket. bracket right here.
And
going home.
And we're going to see who's going to be going home out of AngryBird. Came into this as the tournament favorite, going up against KxGeno. This is going to be amazing. And of course, bringing us this amazing commentary, bringing us this amazing match is going to be none other than Vicious and Ringe, my brothers. Look, I'll tell you what, man. I think that as far as who's gonna win this one, we have to say AngryBird, right? If we had to put our life,
like recent data.
But I would have said that he was gonna smoke E-driss too, right?
That's true.
I would have said he was gonna do
that's true.
30, and he went up 2-0, and then we saw the reverse 30 piece. Still, of course, I gotta put my money on AngryBird. I think that he has a great chance to make the best losers bracket run, of all that we've seen thus far. But it's not going to be easy whatsoever. We know Geno actually has that nice Cammy.
Right.
Has that Seth as well. He's going to be trying to jump in, and Zeku doesn't have, especially young Zeku, doesn't have the best anti-airs.
Can't do much about that, right?
Yeah, and I know you play a little bit of Zeku, if you really want to call it that.
Come on now. Yeah, my Zeku built different, but built correct. Let's just put it that way.
Your Zeku reminds me of Ezel from Friday.
Man. Get this dude out of here. Can we get him off the desk?
No, I'm just saying. I don't say that as a disrespect. I'm just trying to be honest, like honest application.
Listen, my Zeku
back here taking it. That's how you're.
My Zeku, looking a little, little new.
Yeah.
On the teams.
But
my boy AngryBird is not. All right, so he's definitely more experienced in this kind of application.
And I feel bad that my dude Daksword, we didn't even bring him up yet. Daksword, of course, a Karen player from Morocco. He actually went to losers early as well. Man, he's a Karen man, guys. Look, I already let you guys know yesterday. When it comes to Karen mains, being able to make it this far in the bracket, that means that you have to be.
God, not again.
Come on, I'm just trying to keep it real with the people.
Can we meet this guy? Can we meet this guy for the lives?
You have to be an elite player, amazing neutral game, and just you have to have mental fortitude, and you have to dress at least like an 8 out of 10 style-wise. So come on now, Vicious knows just how he dresses, and he's a Karen man. So I think that Daksword is definitely going to be using all those attributes today to try to take it over GTR, but it's definitely not going to be easy task. Do you think that GTR is going to take him out?
I think GTR is going to take him out. Remember, previous, data, someone like GTR at the top spot of CPTs and things like that, been practicing with the birds, has that experience. When you play people that have been worldwide and they understand how to play Karen, they play with the best of the best as punk, right? They understand that matchup, they understand the tendencies and what to do and what to look out for. It's going to be an uphill road for Daksword.
Yes, the GTR definitely has been around the world, and another set of players, players in general, who have been around the world doing their thing to it, the best in the world, is none other than Vicious and Ringe. Take it away, boys.
Oh, thank you once again. Hollywood, as always, holding it down on the host as well as St. Cola on the desk, and it's me and Vicious once again on the mics, you know what I'm saying? It always goes down like this, and of course, AngryBird, not used to going down like this, right? He's already in the losers bracket, which we did not expect, of course, coming into this tournament as the favorite. He'll be going up against Geno, but Vicious, I've known the few AngryBirds in my time, and if you could rise like the Dark Phoenixes I've gone up against before, it's going to be decimation in the entirety of the lower bracket.
You're looking at the stats as well. This is a very unfamiliar situation that AngryBird has found himself into. Again, he started off with a 2-0 victory, got run completely for his money, 3-0, which also happened to Geno as well. He went 3-0 too, so again, that's going to be kind of tough to see how they mentally come back from it, but they had a full-on 24 hours to make sure that they're prepared for this event. And I gotta say, there is a lot of information on AngryBird. Like, again, we've seen how he rises to the occasion as a Dark Phoenix, but KxGeno, I kind of want to see what he's about, being a Cammy main as well as a Seth secondary. Yeah. You're gonna see a lot of aggression.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm so glad that you brought up that neither of these players actually got a W in their upper bracket matchup. Who is more hungry right now? We're gonna find out. See who gets that first W, who's gonna strike first blood. Of course, AngryBird is gonna be the favorite coming into this, but Geno, he wants to put a name for himself. I mean, this is one of the best ways to do it.
Already off to a great start. Swinging for both, I should say. I'm liking this from Geno, starting off with a Seth.
Yeah, also already got the V-skill usage as well. Have that locked and loaded to extend a combo further later on.
Ooh. Oh boy, the air just makes out like a bandit EX Mad Cradle.
Yeah, great job blowing up the EX Whirlwind block string. It wasn't going to take the plus frames for free. Ooh, jumping out as well, but my goodness, AngryBird truly living up to his namesake right now, living in the skies.
And again, we had a lot of praise earlier from AngryBird, but this is actually rather close. Oh, that was just a slight mishap. Geno can actually do a good amount of damage on the way out. Dash up.
Oh, he tried for the
That would have been sick if he chased the backdash down, but still AngryBird nice and clean. There was a reversal on the side of Geno.
Yeah, and he had a bar, so I expected maybe an EX Mad Cradle, but perhaps an execution error of some type. I'm not exactly sure.
Interesting. That definitely would have been the benefit of Geno had he been able to let the X-Mad Cradle rip. That would have been a great starter for him.
Yeah, Geno, you can see fishing for the V-skill a little bit as well. One of the best neutral tools for Seth. Really gives them a threatening tool in that range where Rashid is quite good at. Oh, yeah, axe kick is going to be too far. And you can see, Geno has been doing a good job of prioritizing not taking this whirlwind pressure, but in this situation, he gets caught reaching. AngryBird now with a full punish, but now all the way in the other corner, like, my man's is just working the block time and time again.
Can we talk about that whole entire offensive sequence, right? AngryBird, as soon as he got the green light, he was just all over Geno, not letting him breathe, not letting him take his turn. It's been so hard to track down. I will say, the beginning of round 2, Geno had a pretty solid start offensively, was getting the right reads on punishing AngryBird for his longer reaching normals and longer recovery normals. He was just always off the mark by a little bit. So you're thinking about the spacing that AngryBird's been playing at, right? Geno hasn't tracked it down correctly, but his timing has been on point. It just needs to amount to something. It needs to amount to some sort of hit that would land. Anything, really, because once AngryBird gets started, it's so hard to get him off.
Yeah, exactly. My man AngryBird is just overwhelming when it comes to the offense, right? That's one of the best things about Rashid as a character. I mean, he's a veteran on it. He's going to be able to utilize it effectively, as you can see in the replays here. That was what we were talking about right there. We saw the reversal window pop up, but unfortunately, there was just no EX-Mad Cradle, nothing invincible. Caught him on the throw attempt as well. I mean, this was a really good first game from AngryBird, but as you mentioned, Geno didn't look completely overwhelmed. He could definitely bring it back. Honestly, though, with the things you mentioned in regards to the timing and the spacing, I kind of want to see the Cammy. I know that wasn't like a matchup that was too far away, but I feel like the enhanced walk speed, I think she's got a little bit faster walk speed than Seth, right? Yeah, a little bit, right? So I think with that, it would actually let him get into those like slight pixel ranges that he was just out of before, you know? But we shall see, of course, because that wasn't just complete decimation in the first game. Maybe he does want to go with Seth, and this is a 3 out of 5 bracket, so he's got a little bit of leeway, but being already down 1 to AngryBird, that's not a lot of leeway.
Oh, definitely not. And then he's also starting off with Rashid, by the way. Not either of his main chickens that we've seen throughout his career in CPT, right? It's not a Zeku, it's not a Seth. This is a character he's really trying to test you out with, but at the same time, it's been working out tenfold, man. He got 2 rounds straight over KxGeno. It's just going to be a matter of what Geno is going to pick now. I think Cammy, again, as you mentioned earlier, is going to be the proper pick. I feel like the better pick between the two. I think it's going to be just fine if he goes with that route. Again, having a different dive kick entry, having that kind of trajectory change, not being able to whiff on the startup of your axe kick. We saw how many times AngryBird has stuffed out that air-to-air approach. I feel like it's going to be a whole different story with Cammy. At least that's where we can get started with Geno. And then the ground game of all things, I think Cammy would have an easier time trying to whiff punish.
100%. I couldn't agree more, and that's primarily why I want to see the Cammy in the first place. I really like your axe kick point as well, because as you mentioned, he was just like whiffing it barely, right? Like landing right in front of homeboy. So it's like if you use Cammy, she actually has a little bit more forward momentum on that dive kick, which would again adjust some of that spacing that we were saying is just a little bit off for Geno, and that would make the world of difference 100%.
And I do like the damage output that Cammy can carry out, right? Even after something like a full combo conversion into a critical art, that's one thing you get Oki immediately after 2 dashes. But one of the things I also admire is the bigger threat of the trigger when it comes to either Seth or Cammy. I think Cammy has the better one because being able to enhance that dive kick and chase people down, that's huge, right? You're forcing characters to sit still, whereas with Seth, it's like you have to track them down first. Like, what else can Seth do to make you stand still like that?
Yeah, exactly, right? A lot of the time we've seen Geno try to take the different approaches with that Seth, but I mean, he just hasn't been able to close the distance in an effective way. AngryBird has constantly been the aggressor, not only that, but in the time that Geno has actually gotten close, he's been able to stuff it, right? And it's just been with that stand fierce, the crouch fierce, just that range. That's why we talked a little bit about that V skill from Seth. That's one of the best uses of that V skill in the first place, is from that range that Rashid really likes to play at. But Geno got it real early and he didn't cash it out until the very end. And I would like to see him kind of get rid of that V skill as soon as possible, just to get that neutral tool back if he does decide to stay with Seth. However, I think the Cammy pick will be a better choice. Of course, both players are back in the lobby now, so we're going to get into it very shortly. And yeah, man, AngryBird going with the Rashid pick. You know, there's certain characters in fighting games that you go with early on in bracket to kind of test your opponent and to make sure that you kind of have less of a mental stack on your side of things, so that way you can kind of like free yourself up to not just blow yourself out mentally when it comes to this tournament, right?
I think he's playing it out beautifully. I think AngryBird's testing out the waters with Rashid. Again, it's not going to be one of those things where it's like he's not as familiar with the character. That is completely untrue, because the fact that he has BigBird as a training partner and he's of champion caliber. caliber. Like, he's going to know how to play a character regardless of who he picks.
Yeah.
I've even seen it as a Wookiee on his stream. It's pretty nice.
There you go.
But yeah, no, overall, I think this is a great start for AngryBird, having that much leeway with one game and still being able to choose his mains afterwards. If it doesn't work out, I think it's just fine. And speaking of picking characters that work out, Geno is actually going with the Seth again.
Yeah, and he changed his V-Skill as well as his V-Skill 2 now as well, so it's not even going to be that V-Skill 1 that we talked about before. Perhaps trying to utilize the run to get more reward on the combos. There's the EX Cradle that we saw whiff.
Ah, I see. To close the gap a little bit more after certain situations, like a get off me move too. That's very nice.
Yeah, so you can see Geno all has this what we talked about in mind, right? Looking to make his adjustments in his own way, but right now, I mean, he needs to adjust again and whirlwind over and over in the corner right there.
To be fair, that was super ambiguous. My man went immediately into the V-skill off the wall. I might have thought it was a normal block.
Yeah, definitely, and that's one of the powers of Rashid. Ooh, gets actually thrown out of the spin kick. Unfortunate, quick backdash. Give me some space. Yeah, of course, it's going to be Geno's turn after that. But you see, kind of, I don't know, was expecting AngryBird to maybe pop off afterwards. Just went with a jab and backed up.
And there's no meaties to be had as well. AngryBird is not even worried about what Geno has to present on offense. He is already playing so aggressively on wake up, on the ground game. It's been all bad news for Geno so far.
Yeah, you know, Rob TV actually mentioned yesterday about players being starstruck, and that was one of the great things about Idriss. He really didn't look starstruck up against AngryBird, but Geno, I don't know, it seems like he's showing AngryBird a little bit too much respect.
Oh.
EX Eagle spike in the front. Ooh, off the wall once again.
And the same side. I gotta say, that was great defense from Geno up until this point. It's gonna hit. Hey, we'll take it.
Disrespect him, you know what I mean?
We'll take that.
AngryBird is showing that he's being extremely aggressive, so you gotta do what you can to get him off you.
The great equalizer.
Oh,
what?
That was violent.
He whiffed the forward media punch and immediately sucker punched him. He's like, oh, you thought it was your turn? Bow! That was sick.
Feint type things. Oh no. Expecting it to be a counter hit recovery maybe? I don't know, but that's not how that spin mix works. Oh, the low! Oh my goodness! Expecting the overhead to come out. That's what I'm talking about. Geno now on the verge of a perfect. You got a guess for game here, fam. Oh, he actually does reach, but no, you put yourself in the corner. Not like this. Great air into that EX axe kick. That's what I'm talking about. Geno bouncing back like a professional.
As much as we talk about his defense being somewhat lackluster sometimes, or I'll say it actually, I thought there were questionable moments in his defensive nature, but his offense has been spectacular. Yep. I'm telling you, man, he has the right idea. There were a little bit of scrambles. I'll keep it a buck. Yeah. There are like 2 instances where he got a couple scrambles, but I'll tell you what, man, when he gets you in the corner, it's looking like a masterpiece.
Yeah, and to be fair, AngryBird is the one that's kind of pushing this scramble pace, right? Geno is just responding in kind like that super. So we're going to see if AngryBird continues to do it this way, or if he makes some adjustments on his own, maybe slows it down a little bit, tries for that fierce, but it actually gets stuck. You can see he's swinging for it again. He is definitely like kind of playing Geno. Oh my goodness, that was a sick punish on the V reversal.
There's a lot more activity, strange activity coming in from Geno, but it's working out.
Oh yeah, and AngryBird, of course, looking for that hit confirm. That's why he didn't pull the trigger on the V trigger.
That could have been an option.
Oh, there's the hit confirm he was looking for. EX Eagle spike. Oh, actually stuns her up as well.
There's a lot of scaling involved. Still going to spend the meter for the mix-up. I don't blame you, AngryBird. There was a lot of scaling involved. Wasn't going to do a lot of damage, but he was looking for that reset, and that's exactly what he needed.
Yeah, I got it perfectly right there. And AngryBird bounced it back. Geno was very much in control at the start of that round, but all AngryBird needs is one hit. You can see how potent his offense is as well.
Counter hit conversion was indeed there. Does it again after a blocked approach from AngryBird. Geno now pushing to the corner. What's going to be the meaty scenario? Checking the lows. Into the spin kick. You missed your opportunity for a dive kick. Gets it this time around. Checking the movement again. This is an all Geno round. Up until this moment, not respecting the activation. Here comes AngryBird. Watch out.
Oh my goodness. Yo, again, another round where Geno was very much in control, but it can all come crashing down here. My goodness, AngryBird actually stuns him up with the CA on deck as well, and with Seth having very little health. My man's is not, okay, I was about to say CA at the very end. That's smoked, man. For sure.
Exactly what it is. AngryBird saving himself in this third game now, up 2-1.
And if you're Geno from this point, like, you can't feel too bad about that game. I mean, it's going to be hard because it's 2-1 and you did lose 2 rounds straight, but you had a lot of control in both of those rounds, man. I'm really heartbroken for him because he played very well. We saw the adjustments coming out with the V-Skill 2, right? I think that paid off very well, and we were able to catch a backdash and really just close the distance on AngryBird. But as soon as AngryBird got one chance at offense, he just never let Geno play again.
I'm going to be quite blunt. I think that was his best performance thus far in this tournament. And he got shut out pretty early with the 3-0 performance, but right now he's finding all the spots and he's starting to thread the needle a little bit against AngryBird and not being afraid of pressing certain buttons for interruptions.
Exactly.
I'm really liking the side of Geno, but again, AngryBird, okay, I was going to say, it might have been a runaway train.
It was looking like it again, right? Oh my goodness, speaking of runaway train, my man's chasing him down like the cowboy that he is. Ooh, cross up as well, we're gonna activate. Ooh, first, so let me get that space back. And again, the V-Skill chase down the Hakatonkary's bunch. So smart, I really like that adjustment from Geno. Oh no, the classic, yeah, Eagle Spike.
Nobody blocked that either.
Knee to the back of the neck, no Wu-Tang finance here. AngryBird on set point.
Right at the nape, at the neck. Looking like he's slaying Titans out here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sequence in the air has not been stopped at all by AngryBird, right? We haven't seen a single spinning mixer. Ooh, but we've seen plenty of mad cradles coming from the side of Geno.
Yeah, you see AngryBird finally making his adjustment there, not just wake up backdashing because he's being hit by the V-Skill Hekatonkary's punch so many times. Oh, I'm not sure if that was supposed to hit right before he landed or it was some type of frame kill setup. That gonna cost him. AngryBird has the corner once again. Oh my goodness, V-reversal. We saw this before, close the distance. Yeah, I believe that's plus frames as well.
Man, the Eagle Spike has been paying dividends. The ones in the front, this guy AngryBird is not afraid of getting punished. Actually, he's in trigger anyway, it doesn't matter. Geno's is coming in hot though. Another cross up. There's been so many instances where Geno has found his way inside AngryBird's face through these jumps. We have to see the anti-airs coming in, man, unless he wants Geno to take it all the way.
Yeah, exactly. AngryBird has just not really been paying too much mind to the air game. Great punish on that Eagle Spike.
Beautifully done. The slight walk up forward into the target combo, well done.
Yeah, you see AngryBird really just focusing primarily on the ground game. Oh, nice stuff with a throw bait. Oh, and then the empty low right there. Good switch up.
I will say that was great for Geno being able to walk out of that, but still, corner to corner, AngryBird now in full play again.
No.
That was messed up. Yeah. That was low-key kind of messed up.
As the EX Eagle Spike, it's time to guess for the game. Guess for your tournament life, actually. No! Try to ask you to escape, but you're not going to be escaping from AngryBird for very long. And my man looking to rise from the lower bracket is going to be off to a very good start. And we're going to be off to the desk with Rob TV and St. Cola. Let me know, fellas.
I love hearing Range and Vicious commentate. Range with the beautiful send-offs and everything. And I tell you what, my guy AngryBird has sent off this tournament the right way. He started off the right way. He is playing like someone is trying to take something from him. And you know what? That's exactly what they're trying to do. Every single match is for a significant amount of money. Every single match, your career to a degree is on the line. Not like, oh, it's over if you lose.
Right, it matters.
It matters. Everything counts, and that's how he's playing. Listen, you're going to have to, I can't say the word, or get off the pot. And I'll tell you what, right now, my guy AngryBird is not getting off the pot.
He's staying on there for a little while longer. And that, again, that's AngryBird. I know a lot of people associate BigBird with the Rashid, but that's AngryBird. And you see, there's still some elements that he doesn't have locked down with the character, but he knows the dirty stuff. The off the backboard, things like that we see, as you see right there in that replay, hard to deal with from that character. But Geno had some good moments, just couldn't pull it together. You see the axe kick in the CA, things like that. But just a lot of whiffs, and you can't do that with Seth. Low health pool, you get got.
I'll tell you what, there's something that I love. I have to admit it, bro. I love when the favorite wins. I know people love rooting for underdogs and everything, bro. I understand that. But for me personally, it's even more inspirational when the favorite wins consistently, unless someone's favored against me. You know what I mean? That's when it's a little different. Because if
it's Cup, right?
Right, exactly. But in general, I think it's better this way because it shows you when you get to a certain point, you can consistently dominate.
That's a good point.
And
come back from defeat. Like, even if you lose and get put in the loser's bracket, like, you still got a chance. You just have to reel back. And we saw that in this bracket. Right now, at least in this bracket today, we've seen AngryBird switch up the character choice.
Yes.
Play a little bit safer. And then when he finds those ones for momentum, Rashid can handle that a little bit better. You don't have to worry about switching to young, back to old to get the DPs and anti-airs and things like that. He had them on the deck with the crouching medium punch, the heavy mixer, things like that. He could deal with the instead of just down or hitting down punches and stuff like that and switching like Zeku does.
And look, when we talk about you know, we talk about mental stack. We're on the loser side of this bracket.
Right.
You lose, it's over with. You're out of this tournament. So I really like the Rashid pick and the play style that he chose. Extremely aggressive, all in his opponent's face. And yo, make a decision right now. We're not gonna sit here and think about it. I want you to make your decision right now and show us, you know, what if we sit there for 99 seconds, you might get comfortable. You know, but when you plan to get someone and you're the favorite, you like to crush them early to keep them from ever getting any type of
right. Establish yourself again. You're the alpha male.
Establish that dominance, and that's exactly what happened right there. It never seemed like AngryBird was in trouble, and I feel like Arydoon might be in a bit of trouble going up against him in this next round of the bracket. But first, we're gonna have Darksword going up against GTR. I can't lie to you, man. Even though Darksword is a Karen player,
you thought I
was really about to say that? Man, he's about to cook up.
Okay.
Karen players don't lose. Karen players don't lose. He definitely has he has a decent chance, though, in all seriousness. He has a decent chance.
Yeah.
But GTR is a bad man.
That dude. He been playing, we got to give a little backstory on GTR real quick. This dude been playing low tier after low tier. He played Ryu back when the character was not that good. He played Sagat when the character, again, was not that good and still ain't that good. But he's just a man of low tier. But he makes it work, though. He makes Guild look strong, especially once it gets the feature going on.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Come on.
Come on now.
You ain't got that Dr. Dre sweater for nothing. You probably rap better than him. But we are ready to get to the actual match. It's going to be Darksword versus GTR.
I would love to hear that, actually. I would love to hear him out rap Dr. Dre. That'd be sick. That'd be beautiful.
I mean, Jay-Z did write Still Dre, which is something I found out very recently.
That's right.
Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's versus, but that's beside the point.
We're exposing people out here, but we're not going to expose these two. In fact, we're going to highlight them. We have GTR going up against Darksword UAE versus Morocco. Again, Rob TV has highlighted the Karen prowess and how Karen players never lose. I might be one that might be off the grid. But I'll tell you what. It's going to be a very interesting match because GTR has really stuck to his guns with this guild, and without a doubt in my mind, being the lab monster that he is, I'm pretty certain he's well prepared for this match.
Okay, well, you know what? It looks like he's not actually playing the guild. I definitely thought he was going to be doing the same thing. I was a little concerned from him in the neutral game because Karen is just such a bully when it comes to it. But right now, he's actually bringing out the Sagat. Going to be able to contend a little bit more on the ground with that Karen. We're going to see it's going to be up to Darksword kind of to try to get in the first place now, rather than the onus being on the guild.
And this isn't the first time we've seen him do this. We've seen him done this over in the CPT as well during his run for the Middle East region. So it's going to be very interesting to see. It's like two shades of Bonchan on the same screen. That's cool.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Both players utilizing one of the signature characters of Bonchan himself. Right now, Darksword, of course, going to be popping that V-trigger after that sweep. And let's get it popping. Already in the corner. And Rashid Alawade, a.k.a. GTR, busting out real quick.
He tried it the first time. There was actually a reversal on the screen. He just missed the input, but Darksword didn't notice. But here we go.
And that's one of those things in fighting games, too. When you have an execution error on a reversal, you're going to do the reversal again. It's just how it goes. Oh, and they're chasing a backdash like that.
Hey, that was actually risque because it could have been a throw that could have killed. But, man, Darksword called it out perfectly. The only reason why Karen players would do that is to catch the throw bait or the backdash at the same damn time.
Very smart. Able to cover two options at once. See, Darksword well aware of his options in every scenario by Rashid Alawade. Nice anti-air as well. And this is exactly where Sagat wants to be. Able to keep her out with the tiger shots and stay at that distance to where if she jumps, he'll have an easy tiger uppercut.
Oh,
confirmed no buffer. Oh, actually whip punish.
Act like she never left. That was so quick. Oh, the tiger knee towards the front. Darksword able to resist.
Yeah, but right now, Darksword still at a life deficit. Oh my goodness.
That was nasty.
Yeah.
That was nasty. Rashid Alawade. There is a trigger on deck. We're going to see that activation pretty soon, I'd imagine.
Oh my goodness, we got low forward confirmation here and a back throw, and this is still Darksword's game. Oh, no throw bait just yet.
Press. Oh, you thought, okay, so that's for reasonable doubt. Darksword was trying to go for the frame trap there. Again, there is a gap between the Tenko and the elbow.
Yes.
Tenko and, like, you know, the backdash, of course, the backdash isn't going to really do anything. Or for the opponent, right? But if you were to actually press a button in between the string for the palm or the sweep, you're getting frame trap.
It kind of surprised me that he went with that, though, because Darksword did the backdash and actually punished the button that Rashid Alawade pressed last time, right? So Rashid Alawade was very much concerned with that and didn't press anything this time. We're already in this corner at Darksword. Off to a hefty life lead. Oh my goodness, that was a violent duff and a side switch.
That was a micro step to the dome. That Fierce was heavy.
Oh, another throw. Are we right back into a transfer shimmy? Yeah, I thought she would jump out. Didn't want to take the unblockable, but she was more than happy to chill there. What in the world?
What in the world was that?
Owing out the throw bait attempt, which I don't even think he did a throw bait, but the crouch medium get hit anyway. Put her on a magic pixel. Oh my goodness, Darksword.
Still living. She could actually get a solid confirm off of a normal into maybe like, you know, a just frame Tenko into critical art. It's possible.
Oh, wait a minute. You better harness that black razor if you're looking for a Darksword, my man. Let me see it. Sentient weapons, all types of stuff. Give me that artifact style comeback. Oh, not today. You know, it does require you to sacrifice a lot of things, and Darksword sacrificing his life with that one.
That was easily just like a counter spell. Whatever you tried to conjure up, that was like, nope, counter spell. Right towards the shins.
That was a really good counter spell sound effect.
It just deflates. Well, it'd be like that sometimes. I'm going to say Rashid Alawadi, student of the game, as well as one of the premier players in the UAE, really showing why he's comfortable with this matchup, playing a character that is not even his main in his, in his main arsenal right now, I guess. You know, his secondary, but it's proven well worth it against the Karin Kanzuki matchup.
Yeah, much more known for his guild nowadays, but as you can see, the Sagat is doing work so far, and I think, yeah, Gil would have been very bullied on the ground here, so I really like him starting with this. Ooh, speaking of bullied on the ground, though, of course, Karen always going to be able to impose her will eventually, especially if she's able to establish a life lead early and get you into this corner. Ooh, again, that low forward, man. GTR is really calling out the spacing that Darksword is looking for. Oh, yeah.
My.
You saw the micro walk right there, trying to make the jump ambiguous. Yeah, he took the hit last time, so this time goes for the full unblockable. I like that from GTR. Good adjustment.
Ugh. Checking below. Oh, that was a big trade, and that was way better for Rashid Alawadi. Oh my goodness, getting clipped. And the trade again. Darksword not getting any clean exchanges. This is all great for Rashid Alawadi. Being able to control Karen in this corner as well has been so solid. Darksword now.
Yeah, he's really been cycling his defensive options up against that Rekka so well, right? We saw this time, Darksword went for the plus frame and with the gap and just got exposed. But right now, Rashid Alawadi getting his defense exposed a little bit. V-reversal though. Gonna be able to prevent the stun, and a great check with that stand like an even better punish off that sweep.
Yeah, it's a lot worse now. You can actually get destroyed for throwing those out in neutral. Oh, neutral jumping!
Tara uppercut in the building right now. GTR trying to control that space once more. Full CA out there.
He was gonna do it.
That's what I thought.
Do it.
Oh my, I thought the knees were coming out hot and heavy, but he's keeping them locked and loaded. Bomaye be on deck though, best believe.
Shooting away with the Tiger shots, and I like that, switching it up with the air approach as well. Darksword was not ready for it at all. There's a lot more neutral jumps coming out as in, you know, anticipation for these Tiger shots, but Rashid Alawadi doing a fantastic job of keeping his neutral ambiguous. The neutral, you can't find it.
Man, yeah, such a close life deficit. Oh no, committed to the Tenko. That is a mad Damahe coming out from Rashid Alawadi, and now he's just gonna have the corner positioning, but Darksword with a long reaching normal of his own, and whoa, it's from GTR.
What is going on? We saw the opportunity of a lifetime from Rashid Alawadi to get into any confirm into critical art and drop the ball.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Okay,
I'm seeing that punish,
back to normal. No problem. Everything's A-okay. Jackie always okay. Oh, that was fair.
No. Okay, Jackie not okay after that one, that's for sure. Gonna be able to side switch here.
It's the forward throw now, Darksword. Man, has it, okay.
Ooh, yeah, nice little bait.
Yeah, counter hit conversion, I like that.
Big damage as well, gonna be able to put him, very close to death at this point. No punish that time.
Ooh. So dangerous to be tempting him like that. Rashid Alawadi he's only done it once where he's gotten the car uppercut against a neutral jump, but man, Darksword's really testing his patience. You're dead.
Nice, good stuff from Darksword right there. Establishing that lead, knew that Rashid Alawadi was gonna have to start making something happen and just checked him again. Low forward confirm all the way through. Textbook Karen style.
So hard to do it in this environment as well. Darksword, I'm really looking to see what he's going to do to close the gap against Sagat, where it's an uncomfortable range to throw fireballs, right? He is traversing past the fireballs decently well, I will admit it, but I want to see him get a little bit closer, right? Not take as much damage, but walk your way towards Sagat. Let me see what happens after that.
Right. Yeah, we haven't really seen, Darksword. We haven't really seen him go with any of the, like, projectile invul stuff as well, like no EX dashes through the fireballs, no, like, once he gets into the V-trigger, no, like, hopping over it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. There you go, Rasenha in the building. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, another option using the Orochi after the dash. Normal.
Oh, Darksword, yes. And we've already seen how potent his offense is, right? So if he's able to traverse past these fireballs, get past the neutral game, put Rashid Alawade in the corner, that's what we're going to end up happening.
Look at all that red.
Oh, my.
Did you see that entire stun sequence? For 2 bars, make her spend that cash.
Yeah. We're still talking about once more.
Ugh. Oh. Man, the way he just picks you up, laughs at you, then slams you down, that's rude.
That hesitation stand medium punch. Oh,
you're dead!
Listen, Darksword risking it all. And I mean, yeah, that life is going to get the lead.
Ooh. Even with that little extra bump from the V-Skill 1, I think that was just enough to secure that round off that combo. Had he not done it, I think it would have been a different story.
I see. Oh, counter hit after that as well. Already to the corner we go. And yeah, for GTR at this point, we're just going to establish this spacing right here. Keep it held in the corner. Max range on that sweep right there. Didn't actually have a DP to follow up. Ooh, interrupt after the dash up. Tried to wake up with a Tiger uppercut. No, it's not your turn. Counter hit as well, but no confirms here.
There could have been an opportunity to get that standing heavy punch, but Darksword, again, trying to play it safe. You thought you could sneak in with that tricky stuff? Get it out of here, back throw. Here comes the Rashid Alawade control that we're used to, excuse me.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the stand fierce pressing buttons back here. Both players have V-trigger, my goodness.
What is happening, Ringe? What just happened?
There was a lot of hits that were just singular, no combos found, but we finally get a 2-piece at the end to close it out. Darksword, 2-1 lead as well.
Looking like an Oprah show out here. You get to stand strong. You get to stand strong. How about a stand fierce? Yeah! Everybody's going buck wild. What is happening?
Everybody's looking under their seats for combos, but there doesn't seem to be any. Only normals. Only normals. Like, what happened, Oprah? You getting cheap on us or what?
Come on now. Shout out to Rob TV and Seikola. Come on now.
Rashid Alawade, though, going to be going down 2-1. And are we going to see the main chicken here? Of course, right now we're seeing the replays on the screen. You can see in the corner, my man has just been devastating Darksword again, not letting him do anything. You see, you talked about the red life here. The Damahe coming out from Karen is just never something to turn your nose up at.
I can't believe this guy, Sagat, has one of these slowest walk speeds. He still managed to get in your face back and forth like that and trick you like that? Come on now.
Yeah.
That's two on me in the same sequence for saying come on now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about right there, right? Usually we see the crouch medium kick confirm come out. Didn't really happen, but as you mentioned, pow, right into the dash into the jab. But finally did close it out, luckily.
I don't know how to call that one, Rich. That was a little bit of a sloppy mess. It was a little bit of a sloppy mess. I'm not going to lie. I'll be real honest with you. But fact of the matter is, he got himself a W, ties it all up. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, there's
he puts himself 2-1.
Yes, indeed. He takes the lead, which is even more important. But yeah, with all this money on the line, of course, they're representing the Intel World Open as well as the Middle East Africa champion. There's a lot of pressure. I think these players, it's kind of feeling it a little bit, the intensity kind of getting to them a little bit more than usual. I think that's why Darksword wasn't able to confirm as he usually does. However, we are going to see Rashid Alawade fall back on the tried and true, something he's more comfortable with. And I think that's good for this type of environment where there's a lot of pressure on the line, there's a lot of money on the line. Go with what brought you to the dance. At least go out the way you got in.
That's fair. And now we get to see the scientists at work. It's all fun and games until the guild comes out from no hair to all the hair. That's what I'm talking about.
That's facts. Looking like the commentary duo right here.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, and Darksword, he has V-trigger on deck as well. I'm surprised he didn't go out right after that stand roundhouse, but oh my goodness. Yes, I like that checking on the V-shift as well with the crouch strong afterwards.
Ooh. The activation, you already knew it was coming. Rashid Alawade just with full control finds the opening with a low medium kick. Here comes Darksword, tempting Rashid to press a button, any button.
Yeah, the Rasenhall actually catching the V-shift right there. Rashid Alawade is still having a life lead here, and he's got CA on deck. If he can start whittling down Darksword's life, most definitely could be in chip territory. Of course, Darksword has CA as well. Oh, there we go.
Should be more than enough. Orochi enders. I like that extra damage on the table. This should be more than enough to kill. Bow!
Great stuff right there. And that was really why it was anybody's game, because of course Karen, all she needs is that one low forward. And that's the confirms that we are looking for from Darksword. Well done. And now he's on a set point.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to sit still. I didn't think he was going to sit still. He was bound to press a button. That was a nice interruption there from Rashid Alawade. The throw is coming. She's burning up a little bit too. You see a little bit of extra damage going out. Oh, retribution!
That was such a sick overhead for the stun. Put him down for now.
Nasty.
Still set point for Darksword, of course. GTR trying to build this momentum up. That's what you need for Gil. You got to get in your opponent's head. This character is thought to be the weakest in the game. To come back in a situation like this, you got to make sure that your opponent is feeling the annoyance. But right now, that was a beautiful way to counter. Speaking of beautiful counters, Rashid on the wide, they bringing out the parry.
No fear in his heart. Again, covering the situation. The parry does get clipped. Here comes Darksword with the cross-up. Did not get a confirm off that, but then gets a singular Orochi. That's 2 Orochis. How many more tricks do you have up your sleeve, Darksword? Pressuring away with that stand heavy punch. Rashid cannot get out of the corner until this very moment. Wait a minute.
And V-Trigger active on that side now. You can see Darksword continuing to press the pressure with Orochis. Actually even used the V-Reversal, but my goodness, it's going to be a lot of damage now. Retribution coming out. He's got CA on deck as well, but he doesn't go into a combo with it. Instead, holding on to it for now. Of course, Darksword does have, I was going to say have mirror to V-Reversal if a chip scenario happens, but he actually activates V-Trigger, trying to open him up. Does do it for a moment, but only a trade. Oh, he finally finds the Fierce, and Darksword brings it back to move on in the loser's bracket.
The buffer heard around the world. He actually got it this time. Darksword going in full force, standard heavy punch to check just in case, follows it through. So impressive from Darksword. I got to hear it back from Rob TV in St. Cola.
Yo, I feel like Darksword's opponents have to be so mad. Like, he plays so disrespectfully, and he goes for a lot of different like tricks.
Right, yeah. They aren't real, but they work because of the mental stack.
Yeah, I feel like his style, I wouldn't be surprised if his style is even more effective the more money that's on the line.
Right, yeah, because you get more stressed, you're not going to be checking out because you're nervous, checking all the EX dashes and things like that.
He playing like double cheeseburgers on the line or something like that, bro. Like, he just completely comfortable, having fun. His opponent sweating. My man going for Stan Pearson.
Trying to get those hit confirms.
On EX Command. Yo, the one round, it was just like 70 single hits.
Right. Not combos.
Yeah, no.
They weren't combos.
He didn't want to come in. He just wanted to keep hitting them.
Right. He just wanted to keep pressing buttons on them.
Yo, I'll tell you what. I think Darksword getting that win right there was. Yo, GTR actually losing, I would say.
That's wild. That's like a top. That's a third person. Yeah, 0-2 in regional finals. That's wild. But like that dude with his third place in CPT and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And right behind the burst. We were talking about him being kind of the shine kind of person. He ain't shine today, man. That's a God.
Yes, and you know, I would say that as far as that matchup, I think that Karen has the advantage in that matchup. But one thing I'll say as far as the way that GTR played it, I think maybe because Darksword was so aggro, perhaps, but you never seen Sagat controlling the neutral game with those fireballs. Before Karen gets a bar or meter,
yeah, you're free to throw.
Yeah, that blue down there, Sagat wins the matchup, literally, at that point. But the issue is that Karen's gonna get meter.
Yeah,
and then
that's gonna eventually happen.
But so it's up to you to. It's just like Guile versus Cammy before Cammy's EX spiral arrow got nerfed.
Right.
You guys know EX spiral arrow goes. It's projectile invincible. So in round one, like my guy Du would always say, Knuckle Du, like in round one, the Guile player is supposed to smoke the Cammy. It's really important.
So she can get the bar for
before she gets meter.
Right.
So if you let her beat you when she doesn't have meter, you really put yourself at a disadvantage, and that's what we saw here. The fireball game wasn't there.
Nah, and I want to also say, a lot of missed whiff punishes on the crouching heavy kick, the sweep. We saw some DP ones, but not a lot though. I wonder if light kick would have worked better there. You can get a better punish into light into EX knees or something like that. But just those whiffed punishes. Even one time he whiffed the DP, and I was like, bro.
But he didn't get reversal time.
He didn't get the reversal time, so he mistimed the punish.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, if you're not doing that, you're gonna get got. Now he is out of the tournament. Darksword moving on. That may be the way for Darksword to kind of to get going.
He might be going. Yeah, he might be going towards his climax as he is about to play climax in the next round of this tournament. But before we get to that, we have Arydoon going up against AngryBird. Arydoon and BigBird already had an amazing match on winner's side. It was very well. When I say amazing match, I don't want to misrepresent it. BigBird got on that ass.
Yeah. He was until.
But it was extremely exciting. Arydoon styles, very aggressive. And now we're going to see what happens with that going up against AngryBird. Completely different styles. And one style that I always love is, of course, Vicious and Renge on the commentary things. Let's hear it, fellas.
Man, Rob, that was very lovely. That warmed my heart, actually. Thank you so much, brother.
He's getting better.
He is.
He's growing.
I love it.
His segues are unstoppable now.
Indeed. And that's the goal as people, right? We're always just trying to get better every day. And we're going to see who proves to be the better player here today. It's going to be Arydoon versus FGC AngryBird. And I mean, he's already looking like a Dark Phoenix rising from the ashes. We've seen him take one person down in the lower bracket. I think a lot of people still consider him the favorite, and at the very least, the favorite to make it back to Grand Finals. However, Arydoon is going to have something to say about it, and we're not going to see the Rashid that AngryBird brought out in that first round. I think Rashid is very much like a pools character, if you get what I mean by that, for AngryBird, where he wants to test his opponent and not put his own mental stuff. Arydoon he's got a lot of respect for, and of course, I think he wants to avoid the mirror match.
Already off to a fantastic start as Arydoon. Again, a lot of these players have gotten a lot of mileage jumping in on AngryBird, no matter what the character, right? It's been a very blatant sign that AngryBird hasn't been prepared for the anti-airs today.
Yeah, absolutely. And Arydoon, I mean, cashing out heavily after that crunch count. You all the way in the corner. It's time to guess for game. Oh, yeah, not walking back. Good disciplined defense from AngryBird. We got the V-trigger pop as well, but only to get touched in the toes. Unfortunate.
And that was very smart, too, because Arydoon could have easily gotten out of the corner with a V-reversal, but AngryBird chose to activate it between the target combo off of the second hit instead. But man, Arydoon completely unfazed with the amount of life he had left. He was just going to press any button. No, the anti-air wasn't there for Arydoon. You saw the crouching medium punch come out, but no, spinning mixer would have been probably the choice. But now AngryBird, we talked about him, I was going to say, smothering people in the corner. It's been all Arydoon instead.
Yeah, this looks like what AngryBird did to his first round opponent, but now getting done to him instead. Nice interrupt, however, AngryBird, of course, is going to have as much Rashid experience as anybody in the entire world. Oh, the V-shift gets punished with the EX Eagle Spike. That was so sick. Tries for one more throw bait, but not going to happen. This time, AngryBird has him in the corner here, trying to lock him down. That's plus frames. Yes, you're going to take the throw because of those plus frames. Oh, one more time. Well done from AngryBird right there, of course. Reading the fact that Arydoon was willing to just sit there, make love to down back, as my man Yipes would say. That's how you take advantage of that.
Why does it get me every time? Every time that line comes out.
It's not just holding down, he makes love to down back. He's committed.
I see nothing wrong with a little stop and block. I don't see. All right, anyways.
And right now, already back in the corner, right? This is exactly where we found ourselves last round. AngryBird just keeping him locked down. However, Arydoon going to be able to V-skill and V-trigger pop for a little bit of momentum, but a great walk back into the whiff punish.
And again, not afraid to press buttons on wake up. Arydoon finds himself out of the corner. Wow, just an unfortunate circumstance for AngryBird. Runs into the crouching heavy punch up close. Yes, sir. Finds his way out. Here comes AngryBird. We're going to see the double-double. No, we're going to see the mad cradle instead. No cheese.
Oh, no. Yeah, and Arydoon actually winging it with the crouch light kick. Does catch the walk back from AngryBird V-shift. I love that. Just for a dash back in afterwards and one more time. Grab him by the collar and toss him to the corner. My man's going to get tossed to the projects real quick, D'Angelo style. Sorry, that was a Wire reference to my favorite show of all time. But anyway, 1-0 to AngryBird.
It's a good show.
It is. From the high rises to the projects. It's unfortunate. But when you're not working those corners properly, you're getting worked in the corner. That's what happens.
And AngryBird's definitely one to dominate in that fashion, right? He's been taking everybody to the corner no matter who it is. You, your brother, your mother, everybody. He'll treat them all the same.
Oh my goodness, I love that V-skill usage coming out the box again. We talked about that in the matchup where AngryBird played Rashid up against the Seth before, right? That V-skill, it's the same thing.
Nasty, nasty, nasty. I'm liking this all from AngryBird. The stun is coming off with a throw, but Arydoon knew it as well. Whoa. Instead, the exchange, way better for AngryBird. Let him hit it. Don't get thrown this time.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be able to hold back for now. Oh, what a stuff on the EX Eagle Spike. We talked about the experience AngryBird has up against Rashid, right? He's like, I know you're going to be trying to get out of this corner. Stop that nonsense.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he reacted to that and stopped the Eagle Spike dead in its tracks. I hope it wasn't just like a string of luck, like he's just not.
No, I don't think so at all. I think it was one of those like prediction reaction type joints, right? Where he was looking for it, and as soon as he saw it, he was like, oh, stop.
That was a little bit of funky interaction, though. AngryBird came in swinging with a jump roundhouse, and the anti-air just completely whiffed from Arydoon, but now it's going to be kind of tough as AngryBird is just trying to find his way not... Okay, I was going to say, try not to get trapped in the corner.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for AngryBird. Already coming into the axe game, he would just went with the regular jump. He would have caught the recovery of that crouch fierce, but speaking of catching recovery, Arydoon! My goodness, using that enhanced whirlwind from the V-Trigger 2 to juggle properly with that Eagle Spike follow-up for the kill. Oh,
Okay.
yes, caught him.
Stall. Now it's going to be real interesting. AngryBird does have it in check to bring to the corner. That's exactly why any hit confirm would really put Arydoon in a dire situation. That was the whole meaning behind that V skill. It's really tough now. When you get stunned, Critical Art is on deck. You know he is deader than dead.
Most definitely. See, the yin and the yang, you got to get right with yourself, man. Make sure you're balanced out, because right now, AngryBird, this score ain't balanced. That's 2-0.
The imbalance in the universe is always going to be balanced eventually. Can Arydoon tie it up or even take it over AngryBird? I don't know, man. AngryBird is looking very, very sharp in this matchup for a very good reason. He's played Rashid, one of the Rashids of all time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, you know, AngryBird, BigBird, they share that bird in their name, best friends, training partners. They're going to have a lot of experience against one another, and that means AngryBird has played against Rashid more than pretty much anybody else in the universe in Street Fighter V, especially at this high-level caliber. So, unfortunately for Arydoon, we talk about how that could be a gift and a curse, right, where you are so experienced against a character and a player on that character that could cost you when you play someone that plays a different style. But I just think AngryBird has so much experience at this point, and I'm sure he's played Arydoon a couple of times as well. He's just not going to get caught up in that style where he's going to think this dude's going to play like BigBird. He's just too good for that.
I will say there has been a handful of sequences where Arydoon has kept AngryBird guessing a good amount of times, right? It's not like they were, like, it's not like the games have been complete shutouts. Arydoon has got himself a bunch of rounds on the board. He's caught AngryBird with some things that he didn't expect, right? There's been a bunch of offensive sequences that were very impressive from Arydoon, but the thing that I like to see the most is how you play defense against someone like AngryBird, and right now it's looking like Arydoon does not have the answer for it just yet. But in due time, this is going to be the game where he finally gets to show it out. We'll see if it happens, see if it comes to fruition.
Yeah, and I've just really been enjoying seeing the top players. You know, Rob TV talked about how he likes seeing the favorite win. One of the things I really enjoy about that as well is the fact that these top players are clutching out these games that are not free, right? You can see these other players are so close to that level that they're on, but at AngryBird, these players that have been there with all that experience, they just have that clutch factor built up over all this time playing in these high pressure situations. Right. So it's really interesting to see. Of course, Arydoon, though, holding his own, are going to be trying to take it to the corner.
So far, so good. I like that. Keeping it very ambiguous. To be honest, I did not think that was going to be an option.
Yeah, all right, just bust it out. But speaking of which, again, AngryBird, maybe we'll utilize that for a real quick sequence pressure sequence. Toss back into the corner, let's go.
I like that, yeah, no fear in his heart. Waking up with the crouching light kicks, but here comes AngryBird off of that throw. Not ready for the jump out option. This is great for Arydoon. He knew he was trying to go for the activation, played him like a fiddle.
That was so smart from AngryBird, man. You called it, nail on the head. Definitely looking for that stand heavy kick activation. We talked about it when JB plays. We talked about it when BigBird plays. Any type of Rashid, you're going to be looking for that, and AngryBird more than knew.
Ooh.
Interruption right there. So much matchup experience, man. He's just so used to seeing that startup of the whirlwind.
We've talked about this before, right? When it comes to character matchups with players that know how the player or how the character works, you cannot let those gaps fly out like that. You know he's going to be plugging in every single hole you have when it comes to trying to trick the offensive pressure. That is false, right? You're not allowed to do that. Oh, boy.
Boy, and AngryBird now. Knew that Arydoon finally got some momentum, and he's going to be thirsty to keep it up. That's why he busted out with the EXDP right there. V-Trigger 2 is popped from Arydoon. Oh, and the EX Eagle Spike going to be laying some damage on him, but another interruption. My goodness, AngryBird, he just knows how a Rashid player's mind works. Now he's going to stop the momentum there. Ooh, V-Trigger for the damage and the kill. AngryBird takes it 3-0 over Arydoon, and my man is looking fierce in this lower bracket, I gotta say.
Absolutely crispy when it comes to the gameplay. AngryBird taking it 3-0, just about as crispy as the dudes over at the desk. Rob TV and St. Cole are gonna handle the analysis from that match. Take it away, boys.
When you think about crispy, you think about something being clean, you know what I mean? Beautiful, just sleek. That gameplay from AngryBird is anything but. And I say that in the best way possible. Right now, the way that he is playing is with bloodlust. He's bloodlust. He smells it in the water right now. Look, sometimes when you play against a player like Arydoon, a super aggressive, a wild type of player, people naturally think that the counter to it is to slow down. It's to wait for them to come in, let them hang themselves, as people would say. But in this situation, he illustrated a concept that a lot of players may not know about. You can rush them down. John Jones versus Chael Sonnen. Go right at him, slamming him and everything like that. You think I'm going to move around? No, I'm right in your face. AngryBird is looking like the mastodon right now.
Dog, you thought it was Arydoon out here with the aggression. It's AngryBird. I'm telling you, this is what that's his style. That's what he's predicated on. That's what people know him about. Remember, he beat that sick like he owed it money, all right? That dude, you watch this stick every time he plays. Watch the stick movies. He is going 30 miles per hour. This dude's ridiculous. But when he's able to play this way, this is his home advantage. Yeah. Arydoon, it don't matter if you're Arydoon or whoever. If you can't keep up, you get mowed down.
Yeah, and you know this is something that happens a lot of times when it comes to elite players with huge names and accolades going up against players who are not considered of the same echelon.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes you feel that. You can feel the vibe and everything, even in the match, seeing the way that they play. And you're like, okay, you know what? This moment is too big for you. I've been here before. And now I'm going to wild out, be extremely aggressive.
Take advantage.
And that's in those same situations, going up against Gachi-kun, going up against BigBird, he may have not gone for the same things. But in this situation, he's going to wild out and believe that he's not going to be able to react to it. And one thing that I cannot wait to react to is going to be ClimaxX going up against Darksword. Now, normally, I will, of course, say that ClimaxX is the favorite. I still have to say so here. The champion of the qualifier. But we just saw what Darksword did against a favorite.
Right. He's got GTR. He's got a lot to prove here. He's already taken down one. Then again, ClimaxX, the champion of a different region, coming through. Got multiple characters on the deck, and I feel like multiple characters that might do better than what was on paper before for GTR. But you know what's on paper don't happen in the match. Just like that, I'm definitely ready to see this match and see what ClimaxX does.
I'm kind of hoping that we see some Rose. Look, Bison historically does pretty good against Like it's usually considered like something that's like slightly in his favor. But regardless of which character he goes with, I know that it's going to be a bit of a style clash. We've seen that Darksword very aggressive, going for the big straight hits, whereas ClimaxX nice and slow, keeps everything calm. And two people who are not going to let it be calm for us. The action is going to be serious. My guys, Renge and Vicious. Take it away, fellas.
It's our nature, man. We're just always loud, to be quite honest with you. I'll tell you what, though. This is a perfect reason to be loud. It's going to be ClimaxX versus Darksword. Again, ClimaxX coming in hot, being the #1 seed in his region, and for a very good reason at that. Again, that Bison has been nothing but oppressive. This man has been swinging for the fences since day one that we have seen him play, and we expect nothing less when going up against Darksword.
Yeah, exactly right. You heard Rob talk a little bit about the matchup. Of course, Karen has these great grounded button tools, but I mean, Bison outranges her in certain aspects, right? The Psycho Axe, even just the scissor kick and pressure tools like that are able to contest with Karen on the ground a little bit better than a lot of characters. So I do expect him to start off with the Bison, of course. But both of these players are also representing Morocco, right? So I'm sure they're going to be playing each other quite a bit. But right now, I really want to know how much matchup experience this man Darksword has against ClimaxX's Rose, because that's what we're seeing on the screen right now.
Very true. Again, this is a match that I feel like they've had a lot of experience against each other, right? Again, both being from Morocco, but Rose is one of those characters that have still been under the radar, considering the fact that she's still relatively new. Let's take a look at how this matchup goes. This might just be a world premiere. Who knows?
Oh,
world premiere.
We'll see if ClimaxX continues to premiere this Rose on the big stage. He's one of the only players that has really done so. Now the intel would open, looking at advance in the lower bracket, of course. Fireball. Yeah. Oh, the Soul Spark trying to get past that.
Oh my God.
Combo, actually. That was mad damage. And that's something that I think Rose players, kind of find lackluster about her is that damage, but in those specific scenarios right there, that does look good.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I tried for that back heavy.
The way she sounds when getting swept is, my leg. That was rough.
Oh my goodness, she actually went with the full sequence right there. Backdash, she actually calls it out with the EX Spiral.
That Soul Spiral was swinging for the fences indeed. Here comes the first Soul Satellite. Don't even try it, lady.
That's so good. Yeah, that's going to be able to stuff the Resent Haunt and then confirming up the low forward. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. The teleport got clipped by the EX Tenko, and we've just frozen in time.
Oh, no!
Just stuffed that party entirely. My goodness, what kind of dramatic pause was that? My heart.
What happened?
I don't know.
Was that supposed to be like a punish? Was the speed of the projectile going to hit Karen even after the Tenko had hit?
I believe so. I believe that was the case. That is how it played out for now. But ClimaxX, oh my goodness, getting caught reaching here. Darksword has the corner still, but ClimaxX betting on the throw successfully this time. Oh, okay. V shifting the projectile, and of course you get the slowdown as well, so that's really good. Yeah, so I really like ClimaxX holding back. Oh, great adjustment from ClimaxX. Not actually committing to the teleport on the second fireball, waiting till Darksword uses V-shift and then catching him off guard afterwards.
There was also a really meaty fireball towards the end. Yeah, so I like that idea from Darksword, but still ClimaxX being able to recover. But not for too long. The low does get exposed when it comes to Karin.
Yeah.
More often than not.
My goodness, ClimaxX. Oh, tried to switch up his rhythm a little bit with a dash forward throw, but great reactions from Darksword. We'll see if ClimaxX does that again, go for a frame trap instead.
Just keeping her at bay, and I'm actually very surprised Rose is contesting Karin with the normals in mid to close range the way that ClimaxX is doing, because most of the time Darksword, you're kind of thinking about the buffered normals, but man!
Yeah, the EX ore placement actually blowing up just as Darksword gets into range, and just as Darksword gets into range again, the EX Soul Spiral gets him right out of there.
Went for the backdash after the, what was it, the V trigger, right? You saw the Rekkas come out, backdash, try to steal her turn back in there, but nah, ClimaxX, he's not the kind of player to be confused by that. He's been reacting so well throughout his entire run of this top 8, even beforehand. You're not going to get away with something like that against him.
Yeah, and he's been real confident in these EX Soul Spirals, right? Just making sure that whenever Darksword wants to back up or exposes a gap, he's looking for the low forward into it, or just sometimes even raw to chase down the distance that Darksword is trying to gain. Okay, yeah. Oh no, actually trying to get a little bit too frisky, ends up getting clipped on the low. My goodness, all right, Darksword just waking up with a back throw. Both of these players kind of slugging it out to start this round, to be quite honest. Yeah, we're going to put the orb around as well. We've seen that already stuff the Rasenha approach. Very good against it.
I told you it was going to be sick, right? You had to sit still. Again, there's so much going on with the Soul Satellite. You do not even want to risk any sort of movement that gets you clipped. You had to sit still for that one.
That was so sick. And the V-reversal as well offensively this time. ClimaxX trying to close out this round. Darksword, of course. Ooh, plus frames there. Respects it. Oh, plus frames again. Oh, actually
the other side. Day one.
She didn't have the super, though. That was unfortunate. Yeah, CA was not built quite yet, so no combo afterwards.
Yeah. She was barely off the mark with it. I thought the elbow was going to be enough. Oh, you got an EX.
Oh, yeah, and that's not going to happen. As you said, Karin player herself, EX right through that startup with the CA. Yeah, I'm not sure if ClimaxX was looking for a normal that didn't come out. You know, that sometimes happens in fighting games, right?
I'd imagine ClimaxX wanted to get some sort of normal into that for the chip damage for sure, to at least keep her locked down, considering the fact that Darksword did not have any more V-gauge left. Excellent choice past the fireball, as you should as a Karin player. Man, you're sealing turns! That's the disrespect I wanted to see from the last set you had!
Exactly, Darksword, as you heard, both of our pretty much Jeremy, or excuse me, Vicious, Rob TV, St. Cola, all talked about how Darksword's disrespectful style of gameplay actually is so effective in this style of environment.
Oh, he wasn't ready for the punish on that standing medium punch again. One of the main tools Karin players look out for when it comes to closing the gap, or punishes for that.
Yeah, but then we're going to start with that V-trigger activation, of course. Oh, what an air-to-air right there. I was really hoping that was going to be an even further conversion of a combo. Does check the low, though, and oh my goodness, Darksword. You got to deal with this onslaught, bro, and I like that right there. Just play discipline. You know that Rose ain't going to keep up the pressure if you just weather that first couple of normals.
Oh, you thought there was going to be a projectile or anything like that. Yeah, do not let her escape the corner. Big punish incoming.
Yeah, commits to the spiral arrow this time, not using any meter for it. Oh, the throw bait! Why are you reaching from that distance? You have fouled out, brother. Go to the bench, 1-1.
There was nothing there, Ringe.
Yeah.
For the grab, there was nothing there.
It was from very far. I know that Karin's walk speed is very quick, but I think ClimaxX just got a little panicky in that scenario right there and kind of committed to an option instead of relaxing and taking what the opponent gave him.
It was more so like fear entering the door.
Yeah, exactly.
He just tried to reach for it. I gotta be quite honest with you, man. ClimaxX had it in the bag. I'm gonna be straight up. He had it in the bag, but man, I'll tell you what, when Darksword closes the gap and starts getting a little bit disrespectful and ambiguous, it all comes crashing down because of the fact that Karin deals damage like a truck.
Yeah, most definitely. Ooh, speaking of damage though, crush counter coming out the box right there. 14-hit combo just toasting her with the electricity. Yeah, I love that. The low forward, I mean, when you have this established life lead right here for ClimaxX, this is where Rose is going to shine in this matchup. She's got long normals as well, able to contest with Karin on the ground, but they're super effective once they act as stop buttons on the momentum forward. But a backdash chase down again with the Rasenha.
I'm thinking to myself, if I'm Rose and I see a Karin player in trigger and she's throwing me, I'm just gonna stay down for the count for a little bit longer because this happens, right? Then you get all the momentum in the world, allowing Darksword to continue that offense at that pace instead of cooling down a little bit. You're asking for trouble. Climax should have chilled out just a little bit, take the throw, right? At least go for like the hard knock, not the hard knocker, but the delayed wake up.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more, to be quite honest with you. However, Climax is going to establish a big life lead to start this round. Of course, spinning the CA early as well to build that bar back. Hopefully he gets this round, and then he'll be stocked and loaded for that round 3.
It's looking kind of tough right now, at least for Darksword, right? Trying to get past the neutral phase against Climax.
Clean with punish. And yeah, that's what we talked about, is that Rose. Oh my goodness, I like that, the slide. But I mean, it didn't really get her out of dodge there. And the Reset Hunt chasing it down again. My goodness. Back into the corner we go. Oh,
big counter hit there.
Climax, please, bro. You got to stop flinching here.
Oh no. Actually, 2 sequences will lead to stun.
Nice! That was so sick. Jump over the air-to-air, combos off of it, and then the fireball to close it out.
What did Darksword do on wake up there? There was a reversal something. It was an EX. I don't know if that was like a start of Tenko or something.
Yeah, ends up getting clipped for it, and Climax. Oh my goodness, speaking of getting clipped, we got the EX right into the Tenko to stop him. You can see still harassing that low forward. Ross power arrow this time. Felt that Climax was going to get too aggressive.
And Climax being pretty active when it comes to those normals from mid-screen though. Oh, don't even try. Yeah, Resenal's a little bit tough. You have to time it a certain way, or the EX Tenko on the way in when it comes to Soul Satellite.
Yep, super smart. You heard Rob talk about that. Once Karin gets a meter, she definitely has an easier time getting in on these type of characters. Oh no, the jump in. Nice block at the last second. Tries to flip over, only get her neck scratched real quick.
Ooh, teleport on the same side. I like that. Either way, it didn't pay off. Darksword.
Great jump out.
The V reversal. Oh boy, damage. You already know.
And you know, I think we're gonna see the Bison, to be quite honest with you, just because at the end of that sequence right there, the V trigger really netted nothing, man. Darksword wasn't even looking for a V shift anymore. He was just jumping forward. And I feel like maybe if Climax can find like a more solid type setup for the V trigger one, if he has that in mind, maybe he'll stick with the Rose. But I feel like we're gonna get the Bison here.
Yeah, I think Bison would be the optimal choice here.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Okay, wait, did you see something?
I thought we were going into the game again, my bad.
Okay. Well, I do think that Rose doesn't have the best time in neutral when it comes to Karin, especially with meter. The fireballs can only last you for so long, and you kind of see the startup of it. It's pretty obvious. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was my question, was if Tenko was going to be quick enough to recover before the fireball hit. Fact of the matter was, it wasn't.
Oh, indeed it was not. The fireball came through and crashed the party that Karin was trying to start, unfortunately. I love that. Just seeing the juggles off the Soul Satellite is so sick. That was classic like Street Fighter 4 stuff right there. Soul Satellite hits a juggle, hit the stand medium kick throw bait. Like that was like straight out of the last game.
I'm about to take my headset. I'll tell you what, Filipino man has been letting everybody feel that kind of way with that exact sequence. But I'll tell you what, man, Climax again taking advantage of that corner, doing so with that medium kick just wasn't enough to deter Darksword from trucking on. This man has just been abusing the meter, taking advantage of every normal that Karin possesses, and for a very good reason, right? This is exactly why she's considered one of the best in the game.
Yeah. And I think Rose has like some tools, like you said, right? The fireball can get destroyed by the EX command dash and whatnot, but like she's got the long range normals on her own, right? We saw the crouch medium kick, but besides that, right, like the stand heavy kick and a couple of the variations of her heavy kick give her massive range, but they're big commitment moves. And up against a character like Karin, who has such great walk speed, it is very difficult to utilize them properly. And that is exactly why we're going to see Climax switch to that Bison.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead with your main chicken. It's gonna be Bison versus Karin. Climax versus Darksword, what could potentially be the last game.
Ooh, well, these players testing out their environment real quick. It's looking a little unstable for a second.
Looking like they're at the bonus stage. They're trying to hit the statue in the back, you know?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're deciding on a remake, perhaps? Or, you know, either way, it looks like Climax is just gonna...
He's beating the hell out of the ring. Do you know how many roundouts he ran into? No, I'm just kidding. We are just going to get another reset from Climax and Darksword. It might be an issue with possibly the V set that was taken between these two.
Oh, yeah, true.
But honestly, Climax having V skill 2 and V trigger 2, I don't think that's a bad deal against Karin.
No, yeah, I don't think so either. But we'll see. We'll get into it, of course. Right now, the tables have turned the wrong way for Darksword, just getting duffed, you know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes. We'll get word on this in a moment. Thank you all for sticking with us here at the Intel World Open on twitch.tv/ESL. Of course, we're trying to get everything handled as properly as we can, so we're going to get an update very soon. But right now, Darksword and Climax, we got a 2-1 lead for Darksword. Of course, on that Karen, who has been playing one of my favorite brands of Karen, to be honest with you. Of course, she's so good at just the disciplined style, footsie's rounded-based gameplay. But I really like when you're able to kind of unleash that unpredictability, unleash that wild side, especially because people think of her as such an archetypal, patient-type character. So when you kind of flip that on its head and really change up the rhythm, I think that's what leads Darksword to a lot of his success, is preying upon his opponent's expectations and making sure that he gives them something they're not expecting.
Right, and it's something that's truly unexpected because you rarely ever see Karen's play that kind of playstyle. Like, she's so ground-based, she's so solid that you don't even need to resort to something like that to really take advantage of your opponent's lack of defense, right? Again, she's got so many tools to open you up, so much oppression when it comes to her normals being such a threat. Even after like a low medium punch, you have to guess so many different ways as to what's coming up. But again, you have to be up close to do that, relatively close, I should say, to do that. But she has other normals to cover that too. You have low medium kick, which can be confirmable in different different environments, a little easier than most. But I'll tell you what, that low medium kick just gets you so much mileage as Karen.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things, when it comes to Street Fighter V, right, walking back is so important, and how do you stop walking back? You hit them low, and she has one of the greatest rewards in the game off hitting the opponent low. That's exactly why she's remained good throughout pretty much the game's entire lifespan. Of course, we saw her go to the back of the class a little bit, but she's always been in the forefront, been in the spotlight when it comes to the high-level meta, and it's because of stuff like that. But yeah, we got to remake it. It's still going to be 2-1, so don't get it twisted. We're going right back into it now for Climax.
And this is the pace we like to see from Climax. No more playing any sort of fireball game, no footsie games. This man immediately jumped in and caught a crush counter. And speaking of crush counters, here comes Darksword, all off of the standing roundhouse.
Yeah, pops the V-trigger as well. It's going to give him the ability to do some Psycho Crushes. Oh, wow, that was a funky interaction right there, but an anti-air successful for Darksword.
This is going to be the question now. How is Climax going to get in close enough to activate that trigger, or at least get that kind of pressure? He's looking for a way to either scissor kick or Psycho Axe his way in.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got the V-Skill 2 on deck as well, right? So, I mean, if he wants to risk the teleport, it will be plus range, and she blocks it, but a great interrupt on that Psycho Axe. We talked about how Bisons really love that button in this matchup. Darksword knew it, tries for a throw bait there, doesn't bite so far.
We were talking about tricky approaches earlier, but here comes Climax now. Psycho Axe not coming out. Instead, it was a delayed walk-up.
Oh, that was so cool, though. I really like the command dash to get past the Psycho Blast, but he really didn't make the most of that stand medium punch that he connected with.
Trigger is on dock for Darksword. If he gets even closer, you're going to see that activation. I lied to you all. It's a dash up throw. The punish on that.
Yeah, and I'm very impressed with the fact that Darksword wasn't so like thirsty or greedy for that activation, as you said, right? Usually we see the Karens want to start with that stand heavy kick game into the activation, but instead he prioritized just getting close, as you mentioned before, and threw him instead. And now Darksword already off to a great start in this potential final round.
It's kind of scary for the #1 seed coming in from Morocco, or excuse me, from Morocco.
Yeah. Ooh, does Clipper with a low forward that time, the scissor kick. I want to see maybe there's some more raw scissor kicks, something that will stuff the approach or make Darksword think twice about walking forward, but instead, he just keeps walking forward, keeps handing out these crouch medium punches. My goodness. Right now, he's trying to hand out some beans, but Climax able to get the command grab going, plant that seed.
Oh, I know we're in Katowice, but he gave him the bomb has been planted. With the trigger 2 activation. Oh, on the other side, it was 2 hits. That could have been a critical art. Oh, it's going to be just fine. Climax does get the back throw yet again, trying to tempt Darksword into pressing a button. Instead, it's a V-reversal, but here comes Darksword.
Yeah, V-reversal, as soon as he sees that come out, doesn't want to give Bison any more plus frames. Oh, walks back, ends up getting clipped, and one more stand medium kick from Climax. That's what I'm talking about, looking a little bit more comfortable in this round.
I like that, yeah, on the board, keeping it nice and close at least. Here comes the back grab. There's the Psycho Axe as well, leaving yourself at plus. Darksword trying to reassess the situation within that range. Yeah, Climax still being able to stuff out any sort of gimmicks. You cannot dash in at me for free.
Yeah, oh my goodness, though, Darksword now. He has established so much ground game that you saw. He got away with a couple of jumps, and Climax tried to jump in as well. Instead, gets met in the middle.
Oh, Yes, I like that use of meter there. Does not want to save it just for the explosiveness of the trigger one. Wants to make sure he clears himself out of the corner because we've seen the kind of damage ClimaxX can do, not just with actual raw hits, but with the gray life, with the chip damage. But Darksword, now he's all over it.
Yeah, he's having really great air-to-airs, and then the buffer behind the stand medium punch right there. Still leaving him alive for a second, only to get back thrown. Of course, a man's ClimaxX took the throw to the grave that time. Unfortunate for him, but Darksword is going to be moving on in the loser's bracket once again on that Karen. I mean, you heard what Rob TV said, Karens don't lose, and he's looking to continue that type of trend. But we're looking to continue our run in the lowers bracket shortly after a quick break. Please do not go anywhere right here on twitch.tv/ESL.
To pay with Visa. It's that fast. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Darksword. The way that man is playing right now, again, is just with no shackles at all on him whatsoever. He has no restraints, playing like he's supposed to win, playing like he's not even at the Intel World Open right now.
Right.
You know what they say? Dance like no one's watching.
I guess, man. He running through these people like it's rank mode, dog.
Man, crump dancing.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The way that he is playing, just to fully illustrate, he is mixing. He did the season 1 command throw. You know how, like, you know, she got the flip throw?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't seen that in like 4 years.
I'll be doing that sometimes.
Okay, I also saw, I did see the Rob TV on the GTR kind of thing with the throw bait,
bro.
the rescind hub. But that's, sometimes, if that's what gets you in the mode to keep going, to beat someone like Climax, what are you gonna do?
As aggressive as he's playing against characters that are supposed to at least have a much better time of zoning Karen out. This is not saying that Karen loses these matchups. I believe Karen has a slight advantage against Sagat.
Right.
I believe that Karen has an advantage against Rose as well.
Yeah.
But this is the thing when it comes to matchups, like, and that's one thing I feel like the FGC gets wrong a lot as a whole, outside of elite players, is that they don't realize is like there's certain parts of the matchup, there's certain places on the screen where your character has the advantage. And the goal is to read your opponent well enough and have solid enough strategy to stay in those areas on the screen. Darksword, the way that he's playing, people have not been able to stop him from getting in. And once he's in that spot, actually up close to you, where you guys are both in what I would call a danger zone, where there's lava, or a lot of people are uncomfortable and scared, he is not at all. And typically, he has gotten the better of it. Right now, he's on fire, and I think he's going to be tough to stop.
I want to actually show a clip of Climax that is going to show how great Climax is, and how he's dealing with the matchup, and then go back to how great Darksword dealt with that match. Let's get it on the telestrator here. Let me show you what my man Climax was on. He, again, is a champion. So this is not easy. So, right, look at this sequence right here. Right before, he pops the EX, and I should actually...
Oh, that was so sick.
here. He's juking down. Watch. Let me actually back up. He's juking a little bit right here. A little bit. He's just kind of down back in a little bit. He's getting ready on reaction to deal with Climax. He knows where he's going to place the explosion, right? He knows that if Climax comes through at this angle, in this range, he's going to get got, right? And then all of a sudden, the EX comes out, bam.
He thought it was going to be a fireball.
Yeah,
that was.
And he had set that up right. So it's not to say that Climax's fireball game was completely bad. It's just the reads from Darksword were so good.
Climax got the better right there, where he read that he thought he was going to look for a fireball in that
right spot. Exactly.
So Climax backs off and he flashes orange. He thinks an EX fireball is coming out. I know you're going to do that. I'm going to go for the short explosion, which punishes Karen's EX Tinko. That was just ridiculous from Darksword in that spot, man.
It was
from Climax.
From Climax. But to go back to Darksword, doing what he ever wants to, like doing what he's doing, in terms of dealing with the fireball pressure and stuff like that, snuffing a lot of that out. Like, that's cool. You got this great sequence, and that's good from Climax, that he knows where to stand. It wasn't like he didn't know where to stand. It's that Darksword had the better reads. And as you said before, if you're able to read that person, read that opponent, read what they want to do, that matters more than, this matchup is this and that. So, Darksword taking down Climax, I didn't think it was going to be like that. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be like that. Matchups or whatever, character, whatever. I didn't think it was going to be like that from person to person, what we've seen from the players.
Yeah, I'm not
surprised.
The way that Darksword is playing right now, I feel like he's more than capable of beating anyone in this tournament. He's already earned himself a good amount of money, and now he is going to have what I would say is pretty much the ultimate test going against the favorite AngryBird. And what makes this matchup even more interesting and entertaining is the fact that AngryBird has been playing just like Darksword coming up to this point.
Kinda right, yeah, with the aggression.
These are the two most aggressive players in this entire tournament so far, outside of Arydoon.
Yeah.
Arydoon is very aggressive as well. So, it's kind of like the two unstoppable forces. It's not the unstoppable force meets the immovable.
No, they both crash into each other.
It's clashing. And two players two people, I would say, I don't know about players because y'all ain't that nice on the sticks.
What?
But you nice on this commentary thing. Two people who never clash, my guys, Renge and Vicious.
Rob TV, we'll run the first to 10 later. I don't care if it ends up being 10-0. All right, I'm nice on the stick. Anyway, let's get past this. FGC AngryBird going up against Darksword right now, and you heard Rob talk about it, right? Both of these players have been playing like they're just chilling, right? It's like there's thousands of dollars on the line. The Intel World Open bragging rights aren't on the line. They are playing to win, and it's been a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Darksword has been pulling out a little bit of the stops little by little, but this is where it matters the most at this point in the tournament. You're facing off against champion caliber AngryBird now. This is going to be kind of tough to manage, but if anything, I think Darksword can do it.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting because we once again see FGC AngryBird actually going to the Rashid.
Again, you hear the little That's what's up.
You can see, I wonder why specifically he wants in this matchup. Maybe just to keep up that high-paced pressure that he's been playing with up until this point.
And there's only been one person to really bring out the Seth, and it's not going to be Darksword yet. We'll see what happens. Oh my God, dancing all over him already. Excellent choice. I like that. It's worth the bar, but it didn't do what it needed to do. It did not get the pressure off of him.
Yeah, AngryBird just waking up with a button right there. I'm not sure if Darksword was looking to predict perhaps an EX spinning mixer on the wake up, but instead just gets clip by it. I mean, he got hit by the button, so it wasn't like he was blocking either. I'm not exactly sure.
Off to a very impressive start here from AngryBird, as expected. Again, he is just all over his opponent.
Yeah, has been consistently. Oh my goodness, the big whiff punish that time. Ric Flair would be proud.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Fight back, Darksword.
Yeah, keep him in this corner. Oh yeah, we talked about it, right? Darksword has to rely on that disrespectful style. He's not completely disrespectful, but he's been towing that line so effectively so far in this set.
And you see the 2 attempts for the trigger. That's the third one. It actually finds the mark from the medium kick instead. Here comes AngryBird with that pressure. Darksword actually walks out of that mix-up. Very smart, very safe. Oh my goodness. He is actually gonna...
Ooh, let's play one more time. Unfortunately, AngryBird has the offensive momentum for himself now. Does catch her low. Oh, but he just presses buttons right back. No respect being shown on either side, and Darksword gonna force a round 3.
I legit thought Darksword was gonna take it because I thought he had meter after the Mujin Kyuk, but he did not. But I'm glad it played out the way it did, to be honest. He still clutched it out. I like the clutch factor a lot from Darksword.
Oh my, I really am a big fan of the way the ground game is being played by both players, actually. Ooh, instead, though, AngryBird actually takes it to the skies. We're going to see they're so hyper-focused on the ground game, too. You saw Darksword did not have an anti-air ready.
Ooh.
Yeah, got that juggle right there, but he wasn't exactly ready for it. It was very low to the ground. It would have been hard to do so. Great air-to-air that time from AngryBird. Wow.
Man, what an option as well from Darksword to get past the V-skill startup against AngryBird. Oh, man, just raw heavy punch.
Okay.
There was nothing behind it.
Yeah, but then the empty low off the wall, so effective. V-Ship gets chased down eventually with that jump in. Ooh, tries to wiggle with the sweep right there. Busts out with the EXDP. Let's go. Wait a minute. You're getting too close, and I can't let you do that. AngryBird gonna confirm it to the CA. Put Darksword away.
He was trying to get the fight right now.
Right now.
He was trying to bust the fight right now. That's what he was trying to do, AngryBird. Keeping Darksword honest, right? We talked about some of the gimmicks that Darksword has had in the previous matches, one of them being an immediate EX dash.
Yep.
That's not going to fly for AngryBird, the man with the wings himself. You cannot let that happen. You cannot let you get close. AngryBird, again, nice and easy. 2 crouch jabs, full confirm and critical art. You already know that he's going to be on his game. He's already got that focus on the ground game so much. He's not going to let you get away with anything crazy like that.
Oh, nice punish right there. Of course, the stand heavy kick, I believe, -4 on block, so.
Correct.
Darksword able to establish early life lead off that, but my God, that life lead completely erased via the big jump in. And you can see AngryBird, man, he is just so aggressive out the gate. V-reversal once again from Darksword to gather some space, but man.
I like that counter hit conversion. Stand light kick into the low medium kick from that far away. Very nice conversion from Darksword. Here comes AngryBird completely unfazed by it. Forward throw, push him into the corner a little bit more. Watch out for the fireball.
And I really love that you said unfazed, because AngryBird looks completely unfazed by anything his opponents have been doing all tournament long so far. But right now, Darksword cashing out all the way through. Man's hit the bank big time that time.
Totally worth using that meter, to be quite honest with you. Darksword gets that sigh of relief, just that last hit from the EX Resent Hop in that combo to get the round. But here comes AngryBird. There's the throw bait. That's one.
Yeah, beautiful stuff right there. Actually, wrists the cross-up. Nice air-to-air from Darksword once again. Both of these players, I'm just loving their game style. Another air-to-air this time. Oh, no. Tried to stuff the elbow, and he did so successfully.
Train combo.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to put him in the stun range.
And that's the thing, right? He was testing AngryBird to see what he would do after a standing heavy punch. Okay, yeah, he was trying to condition AngryBird into not pressing a button, but the delay tech was there, and here comes the opportunity of a lifetime. AngryBird does get the trigger, and he gets the mix-up on the low. What's going to happen next? If you get clipped, critical art is coming. So watch out now. Darksword still has a lot left in the tank to check AngryBird.
Yo, and the Darksword picking up on the fact that FGC AngryBird wants to play like him, right? He's like trying to get in there by any means necessary, just showing him the aggression over and over again. And he's like, bro, I got this V-skill, goes pretty far. It literally tells you to stop. And that's what he did to AngryBird right there. 1 up.
This has been so back and forth. We're starting to see Darksword really come into his own skin, right? We saw a little bit of timidness in that first game. We saw AngryBird pretty much lay it out all on the table. But this is what I like about the North African scene, right? These guys have adapted to each and every one of their opponents time and time again, and this is what we're starting to see. Darksword making that slow adaptation, really putting the burner on AngryBird, not letting him out of the corner, except for that throw right there. Again, a little bit unexpected for Darksword, but this is going to be great for AngryBird. Now walked out of the corner. Man, it's so back and forth.
He's been so clean and so confident in his decisions in the corner. As you can see right there, mashing successfully all the way through for the side switch and then catches the throw bait. Just hits the throw off of it as well. Ooh, got caught pressing the button a little bit too early, but you see AngryBird still press the buttons and we'll press them right back. This is disrespect at the most highest level.
I'm loving this. I'm loving the confidence exuding from Darksword, not in just that one sequence, but just the overall defense, right? We've been talking about how his offense has been tremendous. We wanted to see him highlight his defense, and we're starting to see it really being put to the limit, put to the test against AngryBird.
I like him cycling through the options right there. You can see Darksword, instead of busting out with another EXTP or something like that, goes with a backdash. You see, it's been a beautiful line that both of these players have been towing between respect and disrespect. And we talked about that before. You got to make sure that you are always afraid and never afraid when it comes to fighting games. It's just the yin and the yang that we talked about. Oh, actually dodged the Rasenhall with a wall cling. Actually got a full combo punish afterwards as well. V-trigger activation. My goodness, V-reversal baited, punished cleanly.
Like
AngryBird.
I feel like that's the first time we've seen him go to that option in the corner. And that was just an unfortunate circumstance. AngryBird had already committed to using the V-skill, I feel like.
Yeah, I believe Darksword had been primarily using V-reversal off that normal too, so that was a great cancel from AngryBird. Ooh, no! The whiff throw actually gets thrown himself, but man, AngryBird has like these preemptive jump normals sometimes that I can't believe he has those reads. Like, it's never a situation that happens previously in the round, and he just knows when to do it.
And I like that sniping from out of the air. Darksword says keep him there. And again, trying to get the activation off the roundhouse. Does so successfully this time. Checks the low. Finds the reward there. There's a V-shift, but Darksword, the air-to-air combat has been phenomenal. What's he going to do for the pressure? Fighting from out of the corner. Okay, AngryBird lets him free, but with a little bit of damage.
Yep, and V-trigger is back on the table for Darksword now. Oh my goodness. He uses the V-shift for now. And he still has 1 meter available.
That could have been dangerous, but it's still enough for AngryBird. The anti-air could have been there for Darksword. He had all the meter to do so with EX Rasenhall, no matter what the option was. In fact, I think if it was an Eagle Spike, I think AngryBird would have died.
Yeah, I think so as well. And it's just one of those situations where I think Darksword had so many things he was considering at once in his mind, and anti-air unfortunately wasn't far enough in the forefront of his mind to really make sure that he had it ready for AngryBird's jump right there. And because of that, AngryBird's going to be going up 2-1 and is 1 match away from that lower bracket finals.
Hopefully that doesn't phase Darksword too much, right? Again, he had full critical art, had the resources to anti-air, and again, Karen, not so great at the anti-air department, but having 3 bars?
Yeah, exactly.
Boost of confidence.
Oh no, and the committing to the tackle right there gets punished for it, but as soon as he gets a bar, he lets it fly. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Eagle Spike as well. Gonna be landing in front real quick. Backdash to the fierce right there. Get off me. He knows AngryBird wants to keep the aggression up.
Another backdash away from the throw and just completely avoiding AngryBird.
Staying in front once again. We've seen that work time and time again. This time with the cross-up, forward throw. My goodness, AngryBird trying to overwhelm him on offense right now. Defensive match from Darksword though. Gonna be putting him on, and that is punishable. My goodness, I can't believe he committed to that. Considering he had the life lead, I would have liked to see the backdash, even risking the plus frames instead. I mean, make him interrupt you. Don't just give him the punish like that, but AngryBird's gonna be on set point now.
You know, I mean, I don't blame him. To be quite honest with you, he would think, you know, at the pro caliber that AngryBird plays at, he would try to contest.
True.
But at the same time, AngryBird was like, nah, I'm going to let him do the thing for me. I'm going to let him put himself at a death scenario. That's really unfortunate. Darksword, again, going a little bit too far into the thinking process.
Oh yeah, I like that right there. Just putting that crouch medium punch behind him in case Darksword tried to swing after that V-shift. Oh, wanted that vertical spinning mixer, I'm sure, but couldn't quite get it out in time. However, right thrown into the corner again. Darksword gonna be having to deal with these plus frames. Actually matches successfully on it.
Oh, he baited him out this time. You know how many times AngryBird has gotten stuff out of that wall cling before? He's ready for it. Almost close to death, and he does get it on the recovery of the sweep. That was indeed a punish. You already know Darksword only had one thing on his mind, and it disgusts me.
And you know what doesn't disgust me is our beautiful host and analyst desk. It's going to be Rob TV and St. Cola. Let me hear how y'all break down this match.
Yo, AngryBird, we said from the beginning, he is about to go on a tear through this loser's bracket. But one thing that we could not have predicted was that he was going to go with the Rashid. It's fascinating because, of course, it's like, okay, it makes sense that he would know how to play Rashid.
Right. His best friend and brother.
But he plays completely different. You would think old JB was his best friend instead.
Right. With the Eagle Spike. My man did crouching light, got a hit, jumped in the air, Eagle Spike.
Yeah.
That's not a combo. That's not a combo.
That aggression was phenomenal there. You know, of course, right there, he's going for it, trying to catch him, pressing the button or doing the delay button or something. But the big difference that we saw here, even though they're playing a similar style in this tournament.
Right.
Yo, I brought it up with Nephew. Things change when it's winning time. When it comes down to those clutch situations, we saw that there was a spot at the end. I heard Ringe was like, yo, why would you just give it to him? He's going for the Rekkas, and he has a life lead. AngryBird has 1 hit of health left. He goes for Rekka into the palm finisher, which is like -5 million. When there was
give them that?
No, there was like, of course, it can hit.
Yeah. And you're hoping for it, right? You're hoping for it.
The risk reward there just doesn't add up. You know, and also not just there. It's not like it was just one situation. Also in a clutch situation, AngryBird went for a full jump in, and he blocked the jump in, got thrown. But if it was not, when it was not clutch situations, you saw him going for a few different air-to-airs,
right? Yeah,
ball jumps. So sometimes players can do certain things before the mental stat gets overloaded.
Yeah.
But then as soon as it comes down to that clutch situation, the player with the most experience usually is able to clutch it out.
That's the reverse of that play style, right? Where you are kind of having a chill time. It's almost like you're playing a rake. You're just playing for like you said, the double cheeseburger or whatever. But that's the thing is like when it's time to turn up, you better turn up, right? You better start playing for some you better start
playing for a Mondo burger.
Right, exactly. You got to play correct. So that's the thing is like in the reverse side of things, when things go down the line, you got AngryBird on the Rashid pick, just Barnum and Bailey's off the backboard every damn minute. You really gotta be focused and good on your decisions. You just said the record decisions. Yes. You left yourself open. You had that.
Yeah.
You had that.
Sometimes you can talk yourself out of a good situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what happened with Darksword there. However, he is going to be getting paid well for this. And outside of that, more importantly, the glory, putting his name on the map, making an amazing run through the open qualifiers, closed qualifiers, and even the regional finals. Definitely made a new fan out of me, and I'm sure a whole lot of the viewers. But he's out of this tournament now. And 2 players who are still in it, fighting for everything, are E-driss and AngryBird. I think these are the 2 players outside of obviously BigBird being in grand finals.
Right, that we usually see.
They deserve to be here, and they've had the most hot streaks. E-driss coming through early on, beating AngryBird. This is the run back, Mike.
Right, this is the run back.
We haven't seen a lot of double jeopardies in any of these regional finals, or even the closed qualifiers. So it's quite by the way, double jeopardy is the same person beating you twice in bracket is really rough, and AngryBird is going to be doing his best to avoid that, but it's not going to be easy, man. Now this is the interesting thing. E-driss has been waiting for a long time. E-driss doesn't usually play like a super aggressive, wild style the way that we see that AngryBird is implementing today, Arydoon and players like that. So I wonder if that calm style with him just being cold and waiting all day, there's a negative side.
Right, that he had to build himself up like he did last time against AngryBird, where he started getting more aggressive.
Oh yeah, he was down 0-2.
Exactly, he was at the precipice. But AngryBird I feel like he's on fire, and that's how he likes to play. That's where he lives. That's where AngryBird lives. So this is more comfortability for him. But again, ain't trying to prophesize no demise out here.
Yes.
I just want to see the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. We're close to the end of this thing. It's going to be AngryBird up against E-driss.
Speaking of double jeopardy, I'll take Intel World Open for 5,000. This is going to be quite the spot for these 2 to play off against. It's going to be, again, E-driss and AngryBird for that run back.
Exactly. Second place guaranteed the winner of this match, right? And that is a $5,000 bag for whoever wins this one. So you know this is quite the money match on the line here. And I can't wait for this. This is what we wanted from the get-go today, right?
Yeah.
E-driss making that 3-game comeback yesterday, just wild, and then riding that momentum all the way to winners finals where he fell to BigBird. But now AngryBird gets his run back. I want to see how mad this man is, because he's been playing angry all day.
I gotta say, if there's one individual that makes me a fan of the African FGC, it is 1000% EDRISS.
Yes, Idriss has done a great job on this Colleen, man. His adaptation skills have been second to none, honestly, when it comes to this bracket.
Ooh. All right, off to a great start right now in terms of both players, just slugging it out, just trying to figure out what the other is about. There's the V-skill activation. AngryBird catches the target.
Indeed, indeed. Right now, Idriss, trying to get close, but that crouch heavy kick will always be one of those things. Oh, that tries to prevent her from doing so. However, that stand fierce is a much more prominent of a grounded neutral tool.
Look at how solid this is right now for Idriss. Having the control against AngryBird, having the trigger to harass with normals. And we're going to see AngryBird, having to commit with that force V-trigger to create some space. The thing is, Idriss has been all over AngryBird. The reads have been fantastic, Rich. He's dropped out of so many ranges against that V-skill. He's in AngryBird's head already.
That was so sick too. Because of the fact that he had the V-trigger active, not only does he get out of range of the V-skill, but then he can punish from there with the dash up forward. That was so clean. And Idriss going to be after weathering the storm in this corner.
My goodness. AngryBird now with his chance to, there we go, apply that pressure. +3, full-on sequence now. Big change, big buff, and now Idriss finds his way back into the corner. I like it.
Try to escape for a little bit, but not going to happen. Seth playing Warden here, making sure she stays locked up. Oh, beautiful right there. The crouch medium kick most likely buffered in that scenario. Either way, AngryBird going to cash out for the round.
That was definitely a chef's kiss in terms of control and composure from AngryBird, right? We're seeing two different sides of player archetypes, right? Idriss having phenomenal reads, being as aggressive as ever. AngryBird just a little bit more calculated as well. Actually, dang, they're actually both very calculated. What am I saying?
I mean, yeah, both of these players have been playing so well up until this point. Definitely the two I've been looking forward to the most. Of course, BigBird awaits in Winner's Side Grand Finals, but we'll see who his opponent is here. Oh,
that was the most messed up jump arc. What are you talking about? Did you see that? Same side, blowing up the V-shift, but doesn't get a full conversion. This is going to be tough. AngryBird now, critical art.
What a heartbreaking drop right there. Would have been close to stun, if not stunned up. And we know Seth has the lowest health in the game. Oh no!
I hate to see it come down like that.
My goodness, teaching from the skies. AngryBird with the axe kick. My goodness.
That was the guillotine just coming straight to the topic block.
Indeed, man. Beheading this dude in the first game. Idriss, of course, is going to be looking to bounce back. We talked about the adaptation skills of this player. Has been just phenomenal all throughout the Intel World Open. And of course, he did fall 2-0 to AngryBird in that winner's bracket set. So by all means, he is not done. Yeah, I like this again. Trying to play around that V-skill range of Seth. Parabellum from long distance right there. Not going to be any type of because of the hail, though. Will come through. Allow for Colleen to get that full combo.
Man, that was extra plus frames on that one. Idriss was still able to dash up afterwards. No anti-airs available, and I don't blame you, right? He's testing the waters a little bit against AngryBird to see what the air approach is. In fact, changes it up completely, goes air to air. I'm liking this sequence from Idriss.
Ooh, all right. Ends up in the V-skill. Oh my goodness, just using the heavy kick for the counter hit. Oh, the EX87 actually gets chased down. That was just a right read after right read after right read from AngryBird. Has the offensive sequence. You're going to have to guess for game here in just a minute. You can take one throw. Didn't even want to, though.
Oh. Now it's going to be the story of how Idriss is going to make this comeback against AngryBird. He's totally settled with being in the corner, but Idriss backs off. Is a little weary. I think he's trying to set himself up for a mix-up, but finds himself in a very precarious situation. Not a lot you can do out there, fam.
Yeah, and AngryBird, of course, trying to utilize that offensive E-reversal. It was blocked, but just mashed it out because if that trade happens, that's a round for you. Good stuff from AngryBird, managing that risk-reward factor. Move 475 armbar.
Woo. Okay. Big punish, big whip punish, I should say, from Idriss. Making it hurt as well, close to stun. If he gets the stun, it would have killed. But that was trying to attempt at what, a meaty V-skill?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Just kind of an ambitious decision-making right there from Idriss. Trying to send a message, I guess, get that mental damage going, but not going to happen. AngryBird instead, now with more of a fight than he would have had otherwise. Oh my goodness, he's buffering a lot, looking for something from AngryBird. Gonna put the EX Hail. Instead, it's gonna get countered by the CA. He's gonna have to worry about that whatsoever.
Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of, or significant extra damage coming from the V-trigger, right? It is enhanced. You're gonna put you at one more sequence. If AngryBird opens up Idriss off of normal, you're actually dead because of the trigger.
Oh, I can't believe she actually got a cross-up. I wouldn't have expected her jump arc to take her that far forward.
That was messed up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, 100%. AngryBird just got caught slipping right there, and how could you not at that point? I'm not expecting to have to protect my neck. Ooh! She moved forward to dodge the hail and just threw it afterwards, just in case that the hail was going to keep coming so the cinematic would bypass it. Big jump in once again, V skill. Ooh, yeah, you mentioned that buff.
I do like the idea from AngryBird, though, being able to check Idriss from pressing too many fierces by just jumping. It's not going to deter Idriss, clearly.
Yeah.
You see the press counter there. What's the mix? Same side. Doesn't block for too long, but it's all right. It was only one jab that didn't get converted from the counter hit. And look at the harassment and normals from Idriss. Air to air to reset the situation. Gliding back in there. But no, the installation is complete. Here comes the virus.
Yeah, but AngryBird now. Ooh, I like that. It's using the vanity step after the spin kick, gets rid of the V skill to open up more V skill usage as well as make himself safe.
Just go for the tech. Vanity step out of there. Couldn't even stop it if he tried.
Ooh, another great air button backwards. Yeah, that V skill, you heard the startup of it actually got stuffed this time. Oh yeah, you know, he wanted that activation and a V reversal baited and punished perfectly. EDRISS, we talked about his adaptation skills. You see him on display once again.
How did he know?
How
did he know?
I don't know, because he had just been looking for an activation right before that. Like, AngryBird was stuck out the crouch heavy kick, I assume, to activate on V-trigger on hit. And I mean, the fact that EDRISS was able to keep that in mind, seeing that, and then still expecting him to V-reversal as soon as he made him block, I mean, that was so smart.
That was a read for, I don't even know. I can't even fathom the amount of decision making.
You can tell this man is familiar with the Dewey Decimal System, bro. He spends a lot of time reading.
Oh boy, I don't even know how to read.
Okay, with the V-break, actually, it's gonna get a knockdown, but you can see EDRISS not showing any fear in his heart at this point, waking up with buttons. Doesn't care even if he has a little bit of gray life on him. You're going to make him earn every single hit right here. Yeah, using the vanity step again, just get rid of it once that V-skill usage, and then checks.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Big interruption. He tried that the first time. Oh boy, yeah. Going for the air-to-air approach from AngryBird, now locking Idriss in this corner. The icicle stamp just barely misses the target. It's not going to be enough to release you from the shackles of AngryBird's pressure. Look at this.
Yeah, right back, locked down in the corner once again, but we're pressing buttons. We are escaping, whether you like it or not, prison break style. Oh, tried for a funky cross-up again. The jump bar took him too far forward that time, but it's not going to keep him from getting that dub. EDRISS.
Do you see the amount of pressure that Idriss is putting on AngryBird to force AngryBird to make those mistakes of throwing? That is the sign that Idriss is really starting to get on AngryBird's nerves.
Yeah, exactly. AngryBird now trying to establish an offensive game that doesn't have to make him make those decisions in the first place, right? Trying not to be put on defense. And that's going to be, in this situation, the best defense possible. It's just making sure that Colleen is always the one blocking, always the one taking these throws. But right now, you can see EDRISS never deterred, man. He's making so many right defensive decisions.
And now AngryBird, yeah, he's not going to be overzealous. He's more than willing to take that throw. It's going to build up a little bit of that V gauge as well. He's not, yeah, okay, I like that whiff punish from AngryBird. That's so patient, showing another sign of that pro prowess.
And you see, EDRISS really wanted the big counter hit combo right there because he had just established the throw on AngryBird, right? So he walked back, tried to get a throw bait, but instead AngryBird countered it. It was just masterful adjustment before EDRISS could really start what he wanted.
And I like that he's just going for the throw this time around, because the last time the hails hit and he blocked, he just went forward, tried to get a frame trap, but now AngryBird busts out, dash 2 times over. The back dash 2 times also from EDRISS.
Oh, yeah, that was an air and parry. Definitely an execution error at that point. Oh, trying to escape the corner, only to get axe kicked. My goodness.
Smart.
That was a great shutdown from AngryBird here. This is a pivotal round here. This is 1-1. Whoever hits this is going to establish the lead. And
You're joking!
Yo,
You're actually kidding me! That was the most godlike anti-air you could have thought of. That is the most godlike thing you could have reacted with. EDRISS completely unfazed. And you talked about how pivotal this round is. There's going to be so much more pressure on AngryBird now.
My goodness, man. I mean, and one of the best things in Street Fighter V is that big anti-air damage. If your character can really cash out from an anti-air like that, that is a huge plus for your side. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Everybody in the studio was feeling that. Yeah. I hear it echoing around the room. And how ridiculous that entire sequence was.
Ooh, the axe kick coming down from the heavens once again. Now AngryBird, he's looking a little bit more calm, and I'm not sure if I like that. To be quite honest with you, he has been playing so aggressively and has led him to so many W's, but right now EDRISS and the one in neutral control, even despite this life deficit, still looks like the confidence is just all on his side. STO for the throw, establish this pressure, fam. Putting the plus frames on him, but right now AngryBird showing a lot of respect.
Oh no,
What a
lot of damage!
Are you kidding me?
Armbar on the way down, stun is a factor unless he kills him first. AngryBird looking like he's gonna get okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, now he has the corner. Oh, Vanity Step stuff! AngryBird here with that V-trigger activation. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Oh, drops it! Still, that's plus frames. He just backs up though. EDRISS now has another chance at life that he was not expecting to have.
Oh, this is a tough scenario.
Oh, what an anti-air! Oh, you're not gonna anti-air that!
Clutch! AngryBird, the bravery still taken to the skies. EDRISS feeling that one.
I'm feeling a very clutch parry coming from EDRISS, bro. You gotta be wary of that, I think, if you're AngryBird. But right now, you gotta be wary of so much. Your life's on the line here. Of course, EDRISS is not on set point, but you're trying to tie this to force a game 5.
Oh boy, this has been a real back and forth game so far. AngryBird fighting back slowly but surely, at least in this round.
Yeah, and this is the slowest round we've seen from both of these players, right? They're starting to feel the momentum, the pressure is building here. We are in top 3. Again, this is a 5K money match, if you will. Look at this. Yeah, man, we have not seen either of them play like this with the Vanity Step again coming out.
Making the goofy come out of me, bro.
Ooh, punish on the V reversal.
Is that the first time we've seen EDRISS opt to go for the V reversal?
I feel like it. It definitely has not been a popular option. At the same time, AngryBird, man, he has just completely dominated this game 4 here. Right now, EDRISS, will he be able to bring it back with that V-trigger? Of course, we know how potent Colleen can be, but you gotta walk forward, and AngryBird checks it real quick. We're going to a game 5.
As clean as it shows on that game, it was 2 rounds straight from AngryBird. I got to admit, there was a lot of mental stack from EDRISS going into round 2, right? He almost had it. He actually had it within his grasp to put AngryBird at a tournament point scenario, or a match point scenario, I should say. But man, he's definitely going to be taking a breather, as you can see, or you can't see, excuse me. They're going back into the lobby to reassess, readjust, and refresh themselves. These guys are going ham against each other.
Yeah, thank you to the players for going to a break, because I need one too. Let's take a look at these replays. That was a beautiful. We saw the V skill into the full conversion on the anti-air. Just incredible stuff from EDRISS. Once again here, armbar in the corner here for the hard knockdown, and the pressure has just been so clean. You see catching him flinching right there. Then even backing up to make sure he's gelled properly, not going to be able to get back to mid-screen. But you can see AngryBird always responding in kind, one of the best players in the world. We're never going to see him stay down for long.
Oh, you knew exactly what that was. He wanted to extend it with an EX axe kick to get himself even more off of the trigger, but just a little bit off the mark. It didn't matter though, because that win alone was more than enough to shake up EDRISS. We saw the huge difference in terms of movement and button choices. He was very, very timid in that second round, and it showed.
He was exactly right. That was one of the first times I've ever seen EDRISS and AngryBird at the same time in this set just chill out. Most of the time, they've been moving, trying to establish the superior spacing on the screen. And you can see risking as well. EDRISS actually not being able to anti-air this time. Of course, the names did get switched because of our shuffle in the lobby, and we'll get that fixed right away. But, excuse me, oh, nice jump in. He tried to take to the skies. We've seen a lot of air-to-airs from EDRISS, but that time it was just too late on the attempt.
Oh, big confirm. I don't even know if that was a buffer. He was well within range. I like that AngryBird confirming in there. Now it's just stuck in this corner. Just look at the deficit. Do you think he's intimidated?
I mean, I think he's starting to feel the pressure for sure, and at this point, he needs to try to harness the style of play that he's been so good at so far, and that's what I'm talking about. And this is another risk reward scenario here that was a little weird for AngryBird to make that decision in. Spent so much, he had such a life lead now it's all gone. What a dash forward throw though to get past the hail. The bravery, the confidence on that defensive decision. Oh my God, gets caught! Hecatokeries! That was so clean, bro. Backdash and
That was huge!
Oh, the axe kick, stuffing the anti-air attempt, and then EDRISS trying to press the button and gets axe kicked back to back.
Oh my dear God, what is going on, Range? AngryBird now at match point. I'm feeling it. It's hard to breathe right now.
Yeah, imagine for the players. Oh no, the V-skill actually clips him. Got caught by the low forward afterwards, most likely just walking back because he knew he was going to be in 3-frame range. However, you're still in low forward range, fam. Trigger activated, and now we know Colleen could be in range within an instant, and AngryBird knew it too. That's why he stuffed the approach. Beautiful again.
This is looking all AngryBird. Here comes the punish that Idriss needs to make count. Again, there's no V-trigger left on the line. There's the back throw. And an interruption there from AngryBird. Very brave. The V-shift out of there.
Oh, what a dodge of the V-break.
Oh my God! Idriss with the comeback. We're going to a final round.
The EX vanity step dodge and punish on the V-break was one of the sickest things I've ever seen. Oh, they're met in the middle this time. Both players having a similar mindset. We've talked about it at this point. We're going for the V skill, get the full combo with this.
You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. This man, Idriss!
Oh, we talked about it right there.
It was bound to come out. This is going to be tough for AngryBird, or so we thought.
Yep. Oh, the crush counter is here. Idriss can't combo off of it, but he still has the screen advantage, but not anymore. AngryBird gets a successful cross-up. A couple of throws as well. He knows he's willing to take it at this point. This will be big damage. We got a V-trigger pop. Oh, no throw bait that time. Not biting, but a crush counter is here. Big icicles. Oh, my goodness. Still anybody's game at this point. I don't know who's going to take it, Vicious.
It's too close for comfort. Idriss ends up throwing it. He gets the throw bait. Oh, it's not the right one. AngryBird is going to take it. He takes the comeback. He got baited into a throw, and he still maintained composure. He gets the full critical line.
I cannot believe the way that went down. I mean, one of the most exciting sets to ever happen in Street Fighter V, let alone the Intel World Open. But AngryBird takes his spot in Grand Finals to meet his best friend, his sparring partner, BigBird, Rob TV, and Say Cola. Talk to me!
Yo, bro, how did he drop the combo? He could have just EX or something, right?
Right. Oh my God.
The presence of mind from, yo.
That was so dead. That was so tight.
That's one of the best sets that I have seen in Street Fighter V, bro. Easily one of the best ones in the Intel World Open, bro.
Oh, how do you break this down?
Yo, the anti-airs from E-driss in clutch situations. Listen, we talked about how the mental stack adds up on people, especially when the pressure is on the line. E-driss anti-air with V skill into V-trigger dagger.
That was so tight. When have you seen that?
Anti-airs with V-trigger, V-skill and a dagger, anti-air EX counter. Bro, even the fact that he's going for anti-air crouch heavy punch against Seth, who can change their jump arc, that is unbelievable.
In V-trigger too, so if you get got, that's half your life bar possibly. Yo. With the bar at the bottom to cook with. Yo, but looking at AngryBird though, this dude was moments away, seconds away from getting dumped. He sit out of the tournament from losing his spot. Bro, literally, we've seen him calm down though.
You could have taken your control. Listen, when Idriss landed that last hit, he could have taken his hands off the damn controller.
And just been like,
AngryBird, because you're dead.
Right, that would have been it.
He did the wrong combo there. AngryBird is so locked in. That must mean that when AngryBird loses in the tournament, that must mean that he still holds control for 5 seconds after.
They gotta kick him off the set. Hey, it's over, man, it's over.
You know when the critical art animation is going? But Buddy's still there looking at it.
Yeah, he's still maybe matching a little bit to try to get out of it. Like
he's definitely that guy, man. That set was unbelievable.
That's tournament like mindset, you know, like I'm still here. Unless I'm out until I see the KO sign, I am not dead. I'm still in. AngryBird.
Yeah, bro, the way that he played that right there was just like, that was out of this world. I mean, I know that I'm mainly talking about Idriss because I do think Idriss, outside of just the fact that he's the underdog, I think he had the most hype moments too, bro. Look at this.
Seriously. That activation, that's super, that literally, by bits.
Yo,
by bits,
the
bro.
birds, man. Look, but when you are elite, you find a way to win. There's some times where, Tom Brady's offense might have been trash. It's not even like, or Peyton Manning, actually with the Broncos and they won Super Bowl. His offense was garbage, but the defense was able to, and he was able to just be like a game manager. What I'm basically getting at is the greats find a way to win. It's not always going to be pretty, and it's not always going to be the most optimal conditions, but regardless, instead of just making excuses, you dig deep and you find a way, and we're going to see some of the most, one of the most
ridiculous moments
right now from my man St. Cola.
Hey, yo,
what a set, bro.
Bro, this set was so sick. I gotta go back to Idriss. Honestly, I think he's my MVP. Yo, chat, let me know. We're gonna talk it over. But yeah, I think he's the MVP though right now. I mean, he is definitely cooking. Can we see the telestrator real quick, people? I'm gonna take a look at this sequence. This is what AngryBird had to deal with.
Man.
He had to deal with this. Let me take a look at this. Oh no. So there's so many moments. I'm lucky to even just pick this one. So we see the EX bar right here. The
Idriss
pair
is
up belt.
down, bro. 2-2. He's down.
He's down. Dash up, throw. Look at this check. Didn't get the counter hit, no problem though. Look at this. Bow!
Oh, that was.
Hold up. Who you know be doing this? Who you know be doing this? Ah! To delete someone's defensive option.
Yeah.
That is a mental break.
Bro,
that is a mental break.
Matchup knowledge and that's just I guess against any character he could do that.
And then right there, the whiff. This is what he does. Little check right there.
Punishable.
And it's over, right? So what I wanna illustrate is how smart, how aware Idriss was in this match. What he knew what AngryBird wanted to do. AngryBird had to switch it up.
Yes.
He didn't want the flip mode.
That's
had to do something different.
The flip mode?
Yeah,
yo,
had to do something different with the flip mode.
That's a special talent right there in Idriss, man. Like when you can play that amazingly throughout the entire tournament, not just that match, realize that he made it all the way to winners finals.
Right.
The only players that he lost to is BigBird and AngryBird.
The best of the region.
The best of the region.
World traveled.
And I'll tell you what, man, we need to start mentioning Idriss. I don't care. I don't care if it's one tournament. We need to start mentioning Idriss as one of the best in this region. That guy is amazing. And the way he did it. Listen, I'm speaking even from a player's perspective, from a pro player's perspective. I know the difference between someone wilding out and playing crazy and it worked out on that day. And it's not going to be consistent. He played control, matchup knowledge. That guy is very nice and his future is looking bright. But before we focus on the future, we got to think about the past. BigBird, AngryBird, a tale as old as time. These guys are both Team Nasser. AngryBird might get docked some pay because he don't got his name on there. He only got FG.
Hey man, you better update that. You put that in.
AngryBird is on fire right now.
Right.
He just had to fight for his life against Idriss.
My man was swinging. But that kind of mentality, even if you're going up against your rival, your brother, you know what I'm saying, your training partner, could take you further. Could take you super far. Like, yo, I could do this.
Now you're going into grand finals. He's going into grand finals on fire. Right now, these guys are about to play for everything on the line. There's a whole lot of bread and a whole lot of pride. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it.
My goodness gracious. I ended that last set legit like this right here. With hands on my head, crouched down. I couldn't believe the way these players are playing. Idriss became one of my favorite players instantly after the Intel World Open. Big props to you. You're most likely going to be the VISA MVP candidate. But of course, you heard Rob talk about it, right? Grand Finals is exactly who we expected it to be. BigBird versus AngryBird. These guys are world-traveled, elite-level players in the game of Street Fighter V, and that's why they are here to take the crown for Middle East and Africa.
That's right. It's going to be an all UAE affair. It's a tale as old as time, as Rob prefaced it with. It's BigBird versus AngryBird. However, the only difference, not in their name or the characters, the fact of the matter is, BigBird is sitting nice and pretty on the winner's side.
Yeah, he's using the Ken, right? Old school type BigBird feel, while AngryBird actually using the Rashid. Very interesting matchup we're seeing here.
So he is going to be using a character that kind of contests Ken when it comes to the normal department, right? Being able to swing and neutral as well. I feel like Seth can kind of do that, but...
Son, you're going to whip punish the stand heavy kick with V-Trigger 2 activation like that?
This man be doing something different at the gym, the way he's been playing here on the streets.
Oh my goodness, that stand light kick as well. BigBird off to a hot start. That was so clean. We saw the low forward confirms come out nice and early. We saw the whiff punish with the V-Trigger 2. Like, this man, BigBird, looking clean. And this is the first time we've seen him today.
And yeah, when you play Ken, you gotta be a whiff punish monster. You better be a hit confirming fiend.
Look at it again with the whiff punish and the confirm.
He's got both. He's got it all. He's got it all, baby. I'm telling you right now, BigBird is just a different beast.
What a time to pick the stand medium punch. Excuse me, the back medium punch.
Oh, he knows exactly what went down. He knew that AngryBird was looking for that snipe off the V-trigger, but no, sir. BigBird wasn't going to give it to him. Here he comes. Here goes that bad man. That was just a sign of disrespect.
I'm at a loss for words, honestly. BigBird just completely destroying AngryBird in that first game straight up. We saw completely decimated those two stand heavy kick into V-trigger attempt activations. In the first round, he did V-trigger 2. Second round, low forward, uppercut, CA. I mean, just destruction to start it off.
Rob's already back here at the desk. Yeah, man, the way that this is going, I might have to do this early. He's already shaking his head.
My goodness, we'll see if AngryBird is able to bounce back here. Of course, sticking with the Rashid so far. Oh, stand medium push though with the fireball.
Hey, you like that one, huh? It's always fun to see. It is really fun to see. Being able to see somebody clip somebody with the stand medium punches can.
Dude, oh, the counter hit confirm. Every single confirm has been OD on point right now. Oh my God, what is happening? BigBird, again, just it's 78 seconds. The clock is barely ticking when these rounds have been over.
That's actually the sharpest I've seen BigBird, to be quite honest with you, in comparison to how he performed yesterday. This is a much cleaner start to the set for the individual.
Oh my goodness, another hit confirmed. Like literally no normal that has been hit has just been left to itself, right? It's always been into a combo. It's some type of special move, any type of carry. It's just been wild. Again, look at that. This time the jab, my goodness, this is some of the cleanest cam play I've seen.
Oh boy. No, he's on phase. He thought he was going to catch him with that dash. I like that. BigBird maintaining his composure. Don't this pressure make you want to jump. He's just hitting him with that flip mode.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and then the EX right through the whirlwind. My goodness, BigBird. Stop it, bro. V-break to go through that projectile. This time, yeah, looking for just that little bit of damage he needs. That light kick, the crouch medium kick, or how about just the DP after that stand heavy kick? My goodness.
Quit it. You think you're going to get away with multiple stand roundhouses? That's -4, baby. You know who taught you that? I taught you that. Sit him down.
Exactly, yeah.
Quit doing that.
BigBird up 2-0 in what feels like the blink of an eye, and right now this grand finals, he's looking to run away with it.
He hit him with the "Who do you think you are?"
Yeah.
Damn it, right. That's what he hit him with.
And we're going right back into it here.
This is going to be a really, really tall order for AngryBird. Damn!
100%, literally 100% on low forward confirms. Hasn't missed a single one. And he hasn't done one on block either. Like, it's not like he's gotten punished for some Aaron DP or some Aaron EX Tatsu that he's failed to confirm.
Right. That is raw confirms. The purest of confirms.
Oh, nice. There we go. AngryBird finally finding some momentum. I mean, you got to do something at this point. It's been all BigBird. That's the only players we've been able to talk about, really.
Okay, we were starting to see a little bit of AngryBird taking the most of it, but again, once BigBird gets out of the corner, it's a whole different story. So we're gonna wait for the fences.
Yeah, but BigBird checking him right there. You can see right there that stand forward or the crouch medium kick. He's not confirming it on block. He is always on point.
Oh, the one hit that.
Oh, I like that idea, but just a little bit too far. But BigBird with such a lead and the way he's been playing so far, I mess with that risk. You know, I like taking that opportunity.
There was an option, or sorry, there was a moment there where AngryBird was vulnerable. BigBird happened to get that low medium kick, just no confirm behind it. The first time we've seen thus far, there was a hit. And now it's, you know, going to be just fine for BigBird. Unfazed, yeah, a little bit too far off the mark for the throw. AngryBird now, we get to see this corner pressure that he's patented and known for.
Oh yeah, just takes the fireball this time. BigBird, tried to clip him, but nice stuff from AngryBird, kind of maneuvering around that option.
Oh, what?
He just pressed the back medium punch on his activation. No fear,
They're actually gonna die soon. The overhead was there. You saw the startup. Here comes AngryBird. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Wow.
He turned that AngryBird sideways and gave him the uppercut.
Yeah, he definitely stuck it somewhere where the sun don't shine. And BigBird now on tournament point. My goodness, man. I just cannot believe the caliber of play that we're seeing from BigBird here. Yes, sir. Back medium push all the way through. Oh, the slide headsy right there. And he tried for the counter hit confirm, just a little bit off. Oh, another confirm.
Crispy.
Looking so good. Keeping that plus frames, but it doesn't matter. AngryBird still presses buttons regardless. Able to side switch with that EX Eagle spike. Now he's got the corner.
Oh, another solid confirm from BigBird. I feel like he's what? 7 for 8, probably?
Yeah, exactly. Missed exactly one.
Oh my goodness. Still down to the wire for both players here. AngryBird still needs to make it happen. This might be the one. This might be the one that puts him on the board here against his brethren. It's not enough. Danger zone. Triggers available. One solid hit.
What a bumper right there. He had the B-trigger 2 behind this time lag kick. Big damage combos. AngryBird gonna get a chance at life here, and he gets his reversal thrown, and that is it. BigBird completes the 3-0 championship run. What a performance on this Ken Masters.
The trifecta for BigBird is complete. He takes it down over his brother. He is indeed our Intel World Open champion.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. That's the champ right there, baby. Big Bird. He said, look, we came into this bracket, and what were we saying? AngryBird is the favorite. That's what we were saying. And AngryBird showed why we consider him the favorite.
That's true.
Because he came
We had reason. We had data. We didn't have much doubt.
Every good story has to have ebbs and flows, ups and downs. And I'll tell you what, that rivalry and brotherhood between the birds is just one of the most beautiful things to see. Big Bird showed us clearly that he was the strongest and most informed player in this tournament, never even dropping down to the loser side. We saw the Rashid, and we also saw the Ken here. I mean, this guy just playing so confident. The punish on the V reversals, the cross cut DP.
Right, all sick, all tight. The way that let's talk about his bracket run. There's a point where he played a Rashid.
Yeah.
How to deal with that. Boxed him and got
Mirror
the
match.
win. Right, the mirror match. He dealt with that. He dealt with a Karen player right there, exemplifying his knowledge in that. And then exemplifying his knowledge in this finale, says, yo, I'm going to pick the Ken against you. I'm still going to get that win. And AngryBird, I got to give him credit. The Rashid pick is starting to work out. I do see a Rashid in him. And honestly, this is the kind of character that he could play, but it's just not ready yet.
Yeah, you know, I feel like his Rashid, I wouldn't even say that it's necessarily not. It depends on what he wants to use it for. Like, I think today specifically what he wanted, he's shown us. I mean, he got all these victories against all these amazing players, and it was a style that he was going for with the circumstances. He specifically wanted to be extremely aggro, all in his face, all in his opponent's face, making him make decisions right then and there. And, you know, clearly he was the one that was able to make the best decisions.
Right.
I'll tell you what, though, it's extremely, extremely impressive for Big Bird to be sitting in grand finals. I can tell you, man, sitting in grands and you have to sit
chilling and vibing.
Side, you chilling.
Oh, man.
And meanwhile, this person is coming through. He's warmed up, you know, ready to go. That's why, you know, boxers in the back, they shadow box, they get a sweat. Sometimes a boxer will come out with a little bit of a sweat going. They don't want to come out dry, completely dry. So, you know, with Big Bird, somehow he was able to have the mental fortitude and stability to still be completely on point. You would think he just played 100 matches in a row. That guy just, he didn't drop a step. Absolutely destroying AngryBird in that game. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either. I thought we were going to see at least a race set a little bit more, but again, you know, props to Big Bird.
This region is OD.
It's so crazy.
This region is OD. Yo, Climax with the rolls, bro.
Idriss.
Idriss,
the goat.
Look at the bracket. Climax,
go on.
OD. The Bison is out of this world, bro. His neutral. Then the Rose, the tech he has of Rose just makes no sense. Idriss, my favorite player to watch in this entire tournament. You got a new fan in me, brother. Much love to you.
Same.
And God bless on your, you know, everything that you're pushing towards in the future. AngryBird, nice! The Street Fighter League veteran right there, putting in all kinds of work. Arydoon, extremely exciting. Reminds me of Cyril Blast and Corey Bale and, you know, Wolfgang. Then you got GTR, surprisingly going 0-2 in this bracket. I could not believe it, but still showed us some amazing plays. Daksword, my Karen brethren, he made a deep run. You talk about the Visa MVP. He at least had to be, he's right there in the conversation. And then finally, Big Bird going through the most that he lost in this bracket was one game to 2 different players. Outside of that, he had 3 O's.
Fantastic.
What a legend. Elite.
You know, I just want to say real quick that, again, this is Intel World Open. This regional showcase that we've seen shows you you should be paying attention to these regions. They don't get the chances to travel as much as the US or Japan or the EU. They don't get the attention on their tournaments and things like that. But you need to be taking focus.
Oh, now they should.
You need to watch. You have your eyes open. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, 100%. And I'll tell you what, when you actually shine a spotlight, then you can see that stars are born, just like our Visa MVP Idriss, easily the best one of the entire tournament. I mean, you would think this guy was like a 10-year, 20-year veteran.
Right.
All this
out in the trenches.
Yeah, like he's been in the trenches forever, punishing these V reversals, the anti-airs, the character-specific tech, just the confidence. My man is, I mean, please let him go to, when we get offline majors back, please make sure that you at these things. Do what you gotta do, bruv.
Get some more tournaments out there. I don't care if it's CPT, Intel, online, offline, anything.
Save some of this cake that you just made and travel over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get out there.
You have a good chance of making it back with the way that you're playing. But Middle East and Africa, these guys just put on a ridiculous show. And the way that these guys play, it reminds me of Brazil, honestly. Those
Okay,
are
yeah,
two
yeah.
regions where I wasn't as, plugged into, where now that's going to be stuff that I'm watching every single week, all the time. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching the Intel World Open up to this point, week after week. And we are not done yet. As amazing as that action was, we still have Europe East coming up next. It's going to be an amazing one. I have been your host, Hollywood Rock TV, alongside my guy, my brother, Saint Dr. Dre.
Cola.
Yes, and it's we've enjoyed this entire process. Hopefully you guys have loved it, and we'll see you in the next show.